It starts with the dreams. They're so real. The feeling of being back on the field, the roar of the crowd, that energy of being back on the sideline. Tonight, two teams go from those dreams to the reality of being 60 minutes away from making history as A7FL champions. With both the Tampa Nightcrawlers and Las Vegas Insomniacs infused with the DNA of the glass and grass era, they look to be the first not hailing from the Northeast, where this game was born and evolved from a town beef to a nationwide league to hold the A7 title. Nearly a year removed from being denied by those Northeast gatekeepers, each team looks to turn those dreams into reality for them and a nightmare for their opponents. Tonight they look to break the scoreboard and the internet. Tonight they show the world what real football is. No pads, no helmets, no brakes, all gas. This is the A7FL Championship.
9 years ago, on fields of glass and grass, teams from PA, Baltimore, and New Jersey battled to get their hands on one of these. In that time, we've had a lot of firsts, but nothing as big as this. The first team to come out of the West and into the chip, and the first time an A7FL champion looks to win out in the East and in the West. What about the East? First time a team not from the Northeast is in the chip, and for the first time, we see two undefeated teams face off with $25K on the line. Here's another first. I'm tired of talking. It's time to prove who runs this league. It's time to prove who's great and who's a six-pack of ass. It's time to crown a damn champion. This is the A7FL Championship, and it starts now.
We are live from Anderson Automotive Fieldhouse. It's the A7FL pregame show. It's the A7FL Championship. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Corey Hammond and Big Rob Fabian. And guys, you can feel it in the air tonight. You can feel it in the afternoon. It's early here on the West Coast, but it's prime time in the East Coast. We are getting hyped and excited for this game. And guys, the Nightcrawlers, the Insomniacs, they finally made their way here.
Yeah, man, I think it's been such a long time coming to what almost seems like a culminating event where we have a team from the West Coast, team from the East Coast, Florida, Vegas represented, some of the greatest athletes maybe we've even seen in our league's history going to be playing on this field in front of us right now. I don't think the moment could be bigger. I don't think I could be more excited, and I don't think this game could let up any better of a situation than what we're in right now here in Bullhead City.
And excitement might be the perfect word. The energy in this building right now is ridiculous. I feel like I'm getting ready to play.
And you know what, Rob? You got a little bit excited too because you made a prediction about Florida. And let's see how the Nightcrawlers made their way to Bullhead City.
Didn't I tell you Florida was coming for everyone? They may have had it easy in the regular season, but for Deontay Henderson, Logo Davis, and the rest of the Nightcrawlers, they weren't going to let what happened back in 2022 happen again. With the best quarterback tandem in the league, maybe even league history, the Nightcrawlers put up 700 passing yards against the Watchmen and walk in as the team representing the conference that won the first 8 A7 titles and look to be the ones to hold the ninth. Not only do they have the offensive firepower to keep up with everyone, they have one of the hardest hitting defenders in the league in Deontay Henderson. Baltimore in their rearview mirror and the GPS pointing straight towards Anderson Fieldhouse. The Eastern Conference champs aren't satisfied traveling across time zones and taking a loss. It's time to crown a damn champion.
These guys are confident, man. Like, they're not coming here to play around whatsoever. They're here to chase that bag and secure their first A7FL championship. They're all business, all business.
Well, it's funny, talking to these guys, I'm more excited and anxious about this game. This is just business. The Florida guys, this is their job at times.
Right.
There's money on the line, everybody. This isn't just for fun. This isn't just awesome. This doesn't look cool. This is literally their way to get a bag, and not to get into their quarterback. But it's this calm, cool, just even keel. They were out here yesterday making huge plays, having fun.
Right.
But it didn't look like any of this moment stuff is too big for them at all, which, if you're an Insomniacs fan, is a little bit scary.
It certainly is, but if you are an Insomniacs fan, you know the road of how you got here, but Corey Hammond's about to break down, for all of you watching for the first time, how the Insomniacs grew a champion out in the desert.
Established in 2022, one of the 3 charter members of the Las Vegas division, the Insomniacs began their A7 journey, not just as an expansion team, but a struggling one, winning 0 gains in every attempt during their first spring campaign. As was his way, team founder and head coach Donnie Bunak vowed to bring a winning formula to the late-night wolves of Sin City. Yet just as the fall season was set to kick off, tragedy struck Bunak and A7 families, and Coach Donnie was taken from us far too soon, leaving his loved ones and franchise reeling. Stricken with grief and left without their leader, the Insomniacs continued to struggle on the field and failed once again in the fall to find a way to win. Yet after the dust settled in Bullhead and a fall champion was crowned, something happened against all odds. A select group of elite players from multiple rosters around the A7FL and Vegas football communities began to wonder, what if? And soon after, their wonderings became the dream the sleepless team from Vegas could have only hoped for, unless you believed in Coach Bunak, who damn near promised as much. After falling behind early in their opening day matchup of the 2023 spring season, some might have assumed this was the same old franchise, just with newer, more recognizable faces, poised to suffer the same fate as they had suffered in both the spring and the fall before, despite a roster comprised of enough talent to label them a Vegas super team. But then it clicked, almost serendipitously, almost as if there was a divine will forging the collection of talented strangers into something more, something the fans and Bunak family could be proud of. A winner, like Coach Donnie had promised.
CP3 inside hands of the Django chain. The Django chain got some shaking big. He's still a stiff arm. What a stiff arm! What a stiff arm! He's still up. My man, the Django on chain. That's the play they needed.
Here's the
BIC.
pitch. King Street Thomas back in the game. Floater near the sideline is caught at the 20-yard line. Making his way down the sideline, James Big White DeMille inside the 5, and the ball actually pitched back as he was going down, and it's a touchdown.
Jamel Mason. He could do it. Oh, wow! 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 I can't believe it. A storybook ended. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, sir. I can't believe it.
Protect the lead, make sure the units can get them on their heels. And they're in trouble here. That one's picked up. Reception. Yusuf Riddick breaking off. He's got nothing but the grass in front of him. Inside the 5, touchdown Pennsylvania. Yusuf Riddick making me eat my words. Who needs the Philly shell with a PA knockout?
Another inside hand, hard body, 76 speed. It's my man, 76 speed, 76 speed, 76 speed. And that's a touchdown. Hard body. Oh, wait, can he do it? Hey!
The topping screen, one at the bottom, 3-man line, 2-man line, not a lot of time. Moon will go, Huff will go for it. Huff at the 20, the 15, the 10, loses the ball at the 5, tosses it back, touchdown, Patterson, and the counter punch here by the Patterson U. Ice cream truck on first and 10, they give him the first down. The handoff to the ice cream truck. And he will plow down through your neighborhood.
The ball's out!
Gets the ball!
Big move!
Son, big move! Big move! Touchdown!
Big move money just won him the game!
I think both of these teams can go both ways. Whoever gets the first 3-on-1 return, they have a chance of scoring points without taking any time off the clock, almost like if there was a spot in a touchdown. So it'd be interesting if they want to defer or go for taking the return.
They deferred their options to the second half.
And they're going to
Nightcrawlers will receive. Please put your back to the
Nightcrawlers, and they give the Nightcrawlers the ball first.
They're giving BME Keys the opportunity to light the lamp on an untimed down. And if this is your first time watching the A7FL, we will have a 3-on-1 throw-off. What does that mean? That means 3 runners, 1 returner, trying to create chaos on an untimed down and stop the other man from putting 6 on the board, Corey Hammond.
It's not just the throw, Rob, it's the coverage. And what we've seen is the newer divisions sometimes struggle at this because it's hard to practice, it's hard to replicate. And I'm not sure if the Insomniacs have faced a type of guy with the speed and acceleration that BME Keys has, because even the Watchmen, who we respect,
they'll give you Savion, they'll give you a few guys from the West that do have some similar speed, of course, but maybe the Florida speed might just be too much. But we're here to find out, guys.
And it will be Quincy Burtz throwing it off here for the A7FL Championship. And we will see an opportunity here to see potentially the first championship of the afternoon scored. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond.
I drank my tea this morning, so I'm huss ready. I promise you that.
And so is BME Keys. You ready for a championship? Here it is.
He caught it.
And it's picked up by the returner.
Huss.
Hits him with the Huss, Steve. Gets past the defender. He finds the save. He finds the line. Cuts through the defender again. Slices, dices, and Quincy Burtz brings it down at the 43.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's electric in here.
And on one untimed down, you can already feel how different this game is going to be, how different the level of competition is going to be, and the bright lights are bringing out the best in both of these squads. Shout out to all of the effort from the return guy and the return coverage team, because we almost got one of the most exciting plays, and we haven't even ticked off barely 10 seconds of this game.
And there they go. There they go.
Down here in Bullhead City. The battle at Bullhead has begun, and it will be Mark Bagway starting under center for the Nightcrawlers.
AJ McQuaid at right end.
Watch AJ McQuaid, number 30. He is ready
for this game.
4 wide receivers set. The snap. Bagway will toss it back.
Logo.
That's the Logo Davis.
Logo
Davis launches it downfield. Logo Davis caught at the 16-yard line.
If you were wondering when Rico Brown would make a huge play, you didn't have to wait very long. Rico Brown had 300-plus yards in the Eastern Championship, and he started the game off exactly the way he started this championship off, with a great head-top catch on a pass from Logo Davis.
Zero hesitation.
Welcome to the A7FL.
Here comes the play. We're about to start the next play.
And we will see Bagway in the shotgun. 3 on the line now, so that means only 3 wide receivers for Bagway. But watch out for Logo Davis at the top of your screen.
And BME Keys tight coverage.
McQuaid on the line.
The snap.
Pressure on Bagway.
Pressure immediately. Bagway will get on his bicycle.
McQuaid.
Bagway will be brought down at the 22. And there's McQuaid. First time today getting the sack on Bagway.
We were promised that's what to expect. I saw the 4.5 speed, but you see the tenacity and the ferocity.
But here's
this
the
isn't
question.
flag. This is tackle.
Let's go.
Can he do that for 60 minutes? And that's the only question I'll ever
Guys,
ask.
this is the most supercharged opening 2 minutes we've had this season, if not in league history.
I have goosebumps, and we're not even at 11 minutes left. We've only had a couple of offensive plays and a return, and you can already see how high intensity and high stress every play is going to be for both of these rosters looking for their first championship.
So it'll be 2nd and 13, 12 minutes and counting here.
And there it is, just that fast. Adjustments have been made, just that fast.
And we'll have a new quarterback in.
And that's Flutie that tosses it back to Bagway. Bagway back to Flutie.
Flutie now gets to the sideline, and he darts ahead to past the initial line of scrimmage, and a flag on the field.
Ooh, personal foul on the defense, it looks
Personal
like.
foul, roughing the passer. Hit to the face.
Anything like that is going to hurt.
First down.
in a game of this magnitude, any of those mistakes are going to hurt. And I know our stat guys are going to start counting up the penalty flags.
And a shout out to David Soberman, our official statistician to our left, Alex Soberman, our producer to our right, Cole Gardella on graphics, Zach Morgan to TD. Shout out to Ryan DePaul, Mel Carey, and Peanut on the cameras.
And that's a little bit of a different type of penalty. It's not one of those mental mistakes. That's just the intensity ramping up, and he went too hard. First down, though.
And the snap. Bagway will throw. Caught
by Logo.
Logo, David! Touchdown, Nightcrawlers!
And Corey, Matt, did that look too easy?
Too easy. As soon as he caught it, we all knew that it was going to be a touchdown. Logo Davis is not your typical quarterback. He's not your typical wide receiver. He's not your typical human being.
And
as soon as he got in his hands, it was an easy 6 for the Nightcrawlers.
And I talked to some of the Vegas guys on the other side of the ball, and I said, guys, you understand how much pressure you're putting on McQuaid right now by asking him to be able to stop Bagway every chance he gets. The camera is on him. They're focused on him because he's the guy that has to do it.
And he has to be. And he's going to be on Bagway's left.
With a little block.
But listen, these championship points are going to be huge.
Crucial.
They're going for 2 from the 10. And if they can continue convert these, they put a lot of pressure on the Insomniacs offense to not only score but keep up in the championship points.
The snap, Bagway will roll out to his right. He'll throw the end zone, and that's caught off the hand.
Logo drops it.
And that's 2 points that's not on the board. A huge 2 points that might come back to haunt them. But after that first drive, Matt, quick 6. And a great drive from the Nightcrawlers. Don't go anywhere.
Fly. Here we go.
Here goes Trey Robinson on the 3-on-1 attempt.
Got it.
Robinson will slip past one defender. Ball gets knocked loose, though. And the Nightcrawlers setting the tone, and the Insomniacs will start at the 22.
And take a look. Scooter Hamilton jogging onto that field. The big burly fella. I cannot wait to see Scooter Hamilton live to show us what he can really do in front of the team like of this caliber. I'm excited, guys.
And that was Quentin Burse with a great play. It's funny, the Q is the special teams standout for the Insomniacs, made the tackle. Q special teams standout for the Nightcrawlers, make the tackle. And here's Scooter Hamilton, RTC. And the Insomniacs look to start on offense.
Matt Kinney in the middle.
The handoff to RTC, and he is immediately met at the line.
Now, the battle in the trenches is what we talked about. Because the game plan for the Insomniacs is clear. It's the same thing the Watchmen did. Run, pound, pound, pound. We're bigger than them. But now you have to actually do it.
If that's going to be the Insomniacs' DNA, is to be able to dominate there, that's not a good sign on 1st and 10, bringing up 2nd and 7. They got to get blocks on these guys, and it looks like they put Munchie, a really good blocker in his own right, into the box to help out RTC.
The snap and the handoff.
And another stop almost immediately. And the ball came out, but I'm pretty sure he was down. I'm looking for Scooter to now make the adjustment, big fella. I'm looking for Scooter to make the adjustment, and now he runs it.
And it will be 3rd down.
Yeah. And I know this is not how they wanted to start.
But it is a manageable 3rd down. If the Insomniacs get 5 yards here, which seems like it's reasonable, then they can keep the ball moving. So, look, you don't love a 2 and a 3 and a 4-yard gain like that. But if that's who the Insomniacs are, they can set up the 3rd down.
And they'll try it again. And running right into him.
That's Deontay Henderson.
And that's what we want. A hit to stop the first, and he didn't fall. So
but it's 4th down, and they will go for it.
That action.
We're really throwing back to old-time football based on what the Insomniacs do. They go with the toss. They have the matchup that they've been talking about all week. RTC, Deontay Henderson, one of the best running backs, one of the best linebackers in the league.
Take a look at the hit.
And it brings up 4th and 4.
And they're not respecting the game right now. They're saying they can go get it. Look at that hit. Great hit.
And it will be 4th and 3, the toss back to RTC. RTC will get the 1st down and get near the 39, and we will move on here. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Insomniacs.
What they didn't do on 3rd down, they do on 4th. They seal the edge. They give RTC enough room to get the 1st without even being touched. And you could see the determination in the running back for the Insomniacs. He's ready to tote the ball all game long.
Now, that's a lot of time and a lot of energy for a 1st down.
but it also shortens the game and keeps their offense off the field.
Play
Here's
action.
Scooter.
Why not
Hamilton
let it
will
fly?
toss this
Ooh.
one. Out of reach!
Oh, Scooter with the flick of the wrist. That was a phenomenal throw.
Yeah,
Just a
We
little
talk
too
about
much
the speed all
sauce.
the time for the Nightcrawlers. Let's talk about David Clark.
Wow.
He is him. You saw him get the separation, even though it was double coverage. He had a man. Both of those men beat. And if Scooter just throws it an inch short, maybe that's a touchdown. But that shot, guys, is going to open up the game for the run.
I kind of give Scooter credit because if he throws it under, those Tampa boys are going to snag that thing and go home with it.
Might even be a pick six,
Right.
absolutely. And it's Trey Robinson in the backfield, giving RTC a little bit of a breather. Danye Lyons, the wide receiver at the top of the screen.
The snap, the toss back. That's to Trey Robinson.
Uh-oh.
Robinson cuts through the defender, gets
Okay.
to the 44, and it will be third down.
Mark Bagway with the tackle.
I
Good
really
wrap up.
love the design of that play. They went speed option, but they actually pulled the tight end to give Trey a lead blocker. He's able to cut inside, and on 2nd and 10, he gets 7 yards to make it once again third and manageable.
And the time is being chewed up, and this is their second third down we've seen on this drive. Let's see if they can convert it this time.
Robinson set up.
Scoop.
Hamilton
Hold on.
finds a way in there,
And
and
he-
will get the first down and a little more.
I couldn't wait to see a real Scooter Hamilton step up and truck with all that size, all that strength. He goes speed option,
Let's
bounces
go.
right off the defender, fights for the yardage, and it's going to be interesting to see if it's 4th and inches or 1st and 10.
It's
But
first
based
down.
on the effort and the energy that he's bringing to this game, he converts the first down, and the Insomniacs are moving exactly the way they wanted to, short and steady.
The toss to RTC. RTC finds a seam, drives through the defender, and gets to the 41.
And there's a
flag on
flag.
the play.
And Matt Kenny leading the way to make sure RTC can get all the chunks he can get. And it's the same thing we saw when they went against the Watchmen. They are not the greatest run-stopping team.
Personal foul, illegal,
And as much
low
as they-
tackle, number 0 on the defense. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run.
And
First
as
down.
much as they sold out in the earlier downs to set up 2 and 3 yard runs, you see it starting to open up. That physicality the Insomniacs are bringing, even this early, is already starting to take a toll, at least on this drive.
7:22 left in the first quarter. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond.
You see the size difference in the trenches. That's going to be the chess match when these two units are on the field.
2 wide receivers set, 3 on the line. The snap, the quick screen. That's over to Shufford.
101.
Shufford will get to the 21, and that will be second down.
Corey, what do you think about that play call?
I think it's great to get your quarterback a chance to see the ball in the air out of his hands, caught by a receiver. Because look, 5 yards isn't the pass play that you're always going to go for, but it gives your quarterback confidence. He starts to get in a little bit of the rhythm, and that near miss that he threw to David Clark, a couple of those quick, easy throws, he's going to gear in, gauge where he's throwing the ball, and get him those passes completed later on in the game.
Snap, handoff.
RTC.
RTC finds the lane.
Great
He
tackle.
runs right into a tackler and brought down
That was-
by number 23.
Now that's a great run, great tackle, and we're seeing some really good football right now. The Insomniacs are being very methodical
That's
with the way they're
Demetrius
calling
West.
the plays, and they're definitely using their size and their run knowledge to their advantage.
And what they've done is we're already with only 6 minutes left in the first. As quick as Tampa scored, they've been off the field for what seems like 20 minutes.
Hamilton will throw to the end zone to Clark. Will they give it to him? Touchdown! Insomniacs!
It's him. David Clark is him. Scooter Hamilton gives them an opportunity to be him. And it's 6-6. Tie ball game, 6 minutes left in the game.
Up top chicken box, and they wasted no time. Scooter is looking like one of the best quarterbacks in this league against actual competition now. We can't even say that anymore. Scooter is poised, he's collective, his play calling is clean, and it's working. Look how much time he has in that pocket to let it fly.
But it's him making it. And here's the championship point with Trey Robinson.
Will drive in there, and he will get
And he
in
got
there.
it.
And the
He got it.
Insomniacs will take the
got it.
1-point lead. Right now, it is a gunfight in Ballhead City.
Who's going to be the faster draw, or who's going to have more in the ammunition chamber? We'll find out in a moment. It's the A7FL Championship. Stay where you are. And you see that extra point from earlier in there. You see the man throwing it off for the Insomniacs. 7-6 lead, 5:58 left to go. If you're joining us live on Fox 5.2, caffeine around the world internationally on DAZN, and obviously on a record-breaking day on A7FL.TV. Trying to break the internet now is the returner, and he's brought down. Ball comes loose, but they'll whistle it
They're calling
dead.
him down. They're calling him down. Hold on now.
What we've seen is both of these teams are
The ruling
basically
is
standing
the player was down before the ball was
They're
fumbled.
looking at each other, and both of them are sizing each
First
other
down,
up.
Nightcrawlers.
Both teams know that they're facing a real opponent today. Maybe their first real opponent for both of these teams all season.
And guys, we have the challenge. We have a replay, and we'll see it here. And we'll see whether or not the ball came out or he was down. Ooh, that is
really
a tough
close.
one.
Close.
I don't know if that's conclusive or
close.
not, guys.
He's wrapped up. He can't make any forward progress, but that's very close.
But credit to the coverage team from the Insomniacs. You see
The turf getting kicked up.
You see how
Ooh, let's see
Oh,
here.
the
Wait for the knee. Oh, no. Oh, that's hard to tell. That's really hard to tell. That's not
That's
conclusive
tough.
or not.
Hold on now.
Not
That's
that this
tough.
home crowd in Arizona, the Vegas faithful, is biased by any means,
By any
cheering.
means.
Escapes the pocket for the first man. It's Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers.
And the call, and according to the replay
After further
official
review,
up here in the
play
booth,
stance is called on the
the
field.
call
Do
is
not have conclusive evidence to show that the ball
it's
was
not
out before he fumbled.
conclusive. Because
Now,
you see,
Insomniacs
because
will
in
be
all
charged
the
the first
angles, it
timeout
doesn't.
of
It
the
looks
half.
like it's almost bang bang.
Right,
Right.
But the
right.
knee touched first, and it's
that's-
not conclusive.
But that's the ruling. The Insomniacs can't now feel like they're cheated. They have to focus and play defense against these guys who are very clearly some of the best opponents that they've seen all year.
And let's see how quick Mark Bagway and company were able to make these adjustments that we were talking about.
And that was BME Keese on the controversial return. And play will continue. 6:01 left to go. The snap. Bagway will roll out to his right.
And he
Bagway
beats McQuaid to the
will get down
outside.
the sideline, and he'll get around the 40, more than the first down
And-
for the Nightcrawlers.
And remember, Corey, I said it early. Yes, it was cool that McQuaid caught him the first time, but can you do it again and again and again and again?
Yes.
He's going to test you.
And what they do is you see the scheme. They go with two offensive linemen. The Insomniacs are rushing three. So Mark Bagway knows from the immediate snap of the ball that he's going to have to
chased.
escape at some point.
Right,
you
right.
don't even see any of those guys block, and he's still somehow able to break contain. Now, if the Insomniacs make the adjustment that they don't rush as quickly, then they're going to give Bagway time, which is what they cannot do.
And let's take a look at the key players for this offense. We got Mark Bagway. We've got Logo Davis, BME Keese, Brown, and Deontay Henderson making up the key players for the Tampa Nightcrawlers. And we'll
This
see
looks
Logo
very
Davis in
familiar.
a quarterback. Mark Bagway immediately caught and off the hands of the
It hits
receiver.
him. And that was accidental.
Well, and that was also an ineligible receiver. It's
Right.
almost like he forgot
That this
based
not
on
flag.
or that he forgot that he was on offense.
Right.
He's
And there's the
looking to-
flag.
It's illegal touching probably
Right.
because he's not an eligible receiver. But that's just kind of the intensity that we see. I think we're pretty clear that Mark Bagway's not.
Illegal
You know-
touching of a forward pass on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. With it comes a loss of down. Second down.
And now you see Henderson lined up on McQuaid Jr. And let's see what they'll do here in this battle.
And that's Rico Brown in motion.
Brown off the snap.
Uh-oh,
Bagway
pressure.
rolls out. Bagway will throw. That's caught by BME Keese.
BME
Keese find the
BME
sideline.
Keese.
He cuts and changes time zones and run out of play at the 44.
I'm just going to say I've watched a lot of A7FL football in my long tenure doing a lot of things for this league. That's a lot of speed coming across. That's a lot of action in that quick screen type of play. It was almost dangerous for BME Keese,
For sure.
but you see the intensity. And here's
And if you're wondering why the clock keeps running after he ran out of bounds, BME Keese, in the A7FL, the clock continues to run except under 2 minutes when a player goes out of bounds or a play is incomplete. It's also 7-on-7 aside. You see that we start at the hash mark and go to the sideline. Shout out to our field ops team for setting that up for us today in Bullhead City. The snap by Bagway.
BME Keys at tight
Bagway
end.
in trouble, caught off the hands of Keys.
Oh, flag on that play. Come on now, fellas.
1st and 10 after the penalty. 3 wide receivers set. Bagway will fake it, roll out to his right. He'll throw deep down the sideline, intended for Keys, and that will be incomplete. Solid coverage there.
Yeah, a little bit of contact, but nothing I would have thrown a flag on. So let those boys play, right?
No, we have to let all of these plays really go to their completion if it's clean. But again, Bagway is running for his life back and forth. The defensive line that's chasing him are desperately trying to keep him from finding a seam. Eventually, one of those units, whether it's whoever the quarterback is, Logo, Bagway, Keese, and that D-line, whoever tires first might be the one looking at the other scoring on that play.
Look, slight double tight wingback situation right on A.J. McQuaid, and that's what I'm looking for right now.
Snap.
And,
Bagway in trouble. Bagway will roll out. He'll go to the line of scrimmage. He'll just keep it. Mark Bagway will go down the sideline and run out of play and get the first down.
And that's how dangerous it was. Tone Smith almost has the play in the backfield. And when you're talking about Mark Bagway, if you say almost and it's not almost a completion, it means that you almost did a great thing that led to a really, really terrible thing. Now it's basically 1st and goal for the Nightcrawlers. It's right at the 10. So 1st and goal for the Nightcrawlers because Tone Smith almost did something.
And CJ Smith watching us on A7FL.TV, long time saying, SMH, late hit, this ain't NFL Blitz. And in the heat of the moment, guys, the championship game, keeping their composure is going to be seeing what we can do.
I can't blame him. The speed of the game is just, you got a guy like BME Keys who's such a sure thing when he catches the ball. He thought he had the ball. So he went and did what he was supposed to do as a football player. I can't even blame him for that.
And we'll see here, Bagway, 1st and goal, 1:09 left to play. The snap. Bagway will roll out. He will find himself in trouble. Bagway will run towards the end zone and run out of play inside the 15, maybe around the 12-yard line, and the clock will continue to run.
Matt, I gave Corey a look just now, and I know he read my mind.
Because Mark Bagway gave the dead leg 3 times in a row until it finally worked. He gets the edge. That is how dangerous this young man is when he's at the quarterback position, because I would say 9 out of 10 guys in that same situation are either sacked or throw the ball away. He turns it into a positive play, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 9.
And now, I'm telling you, A.J. McQuaid is exhausted, and guess who comes to the line? RTC, who faced Mark Bagway yesterday in the flag championship, which RTC ended up losing. Let's see if he can redeem himself today in the championship.
Well, we saw his physicality in the running game as a running back. Let's see this physicality as a defensive end.
11 seconds left to go, and it looks like they'll call their first timeout. The Nightcrawlers will take a timeout.
First charge, timeout of the half.
And that will leave 9.7 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Interesting timeout. You could pretty much just let it go to the quarter and then still have the same amount of time. But it was a crucial situation. 2nd and goal. Mark Bagway sees something that maybe he doesn't love.
And here we see some of the fans inside Anderson Automotive Fieldhouse. Big crowd here today.
Tons of fans for the Insomniacs. I've seen a couple of fans here for the Nightcrawlers. We heard the boos as the teams were coming out, which I think is an A7FL first for me at least.
It is from this amount of people in the stands.
Absolutely.
Of course, when you got guys from Baltimore going to New Jersey, guys from New Jersey going to Baltimore, you'll get some boos.
Or you on the podcast.
Yeah, me. I boo everyone.
After the timeout, the clock is reset to 11 seconds. 7-6 your score. And, guys, we expected this kind of energy early, and the Nightcrawlers making the adjustments to try to keep pace with the Insomniacs, even though the Insomniacs chewed it down at least a quarter to half of that first quarter.
In the first quarter, I expected a little bit more jabs, but we've seen nothing but haymakers. Nothing but absolute devastating haymakers from both of these teams.
And it will be 2nd and goal. 7 seconds left to go on the clock. The snap, Bagway throws it to the end zone. It incomplete. Intended for Logo Davis, and it will be 3rd down.
And the collective pressure isn't there yet. But Mark Bagway a lot of times is going to make that throw, guys. A lot of times Logo Davis is going to make that catch.
1 quarter down, 15 minutes gone by, 45 minutes left to go in this championship fight. Who will be walking out A7FL champion? Bagway looking to take the lead when we return. It's the A7FL Championship. Get live, get loud. We'll be back.
And it'll be Logo at quarterback with Bagway behind him.
Snap, Davis will run. He'll get
Davis,
inside. Touchdown,
that is his
Tampa.
And that is his second touchdown of the day.
And when he decides that he wants to break that goal line, it looks like there's no one on the Insomniacs defense that can stop him. We were loving the way that Mark Bagway has played quarterback all season, but it's Logo Davis right now that looks like he's taking over this game.
Looks like a very
And
quick
as we
adjustment.
are in the replay here, let's go to Anthony Alvarez, who is down on the field. Anthony, what do you got for us? We'll do it after the return here, after the...
The Insomniacs decided to go for one. Here's Bagway.
The Bagway again will get it. Goes for the attempt. Blocked! Slotted, and that will be a dead ball!
Wow.
And that's Gianni Breland, it looks like, making a huge play to stop the two-pointer. It's Logo Davis set to throw off on this 3-on-1.
And he lets that thing fly. Hold on. It's out of the back of the end zone. Wait a second.
It's in the end zone. It's still returnable. He'll return it from inside the goal line and tripped up, and they will have a long 90-plus yard sojourn to take the lead back.
That closing speed is absurd.
And that's Quentin Burse again, who, you know, whether it was a fumble or not, he was the one who made the tackle on the first return, pulled it out, didn't count. That time, make a shoestring tackle on a return. Danye Lyons had a lot of green in front of him, and it wasn't the color of the Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers jersey.
I was once on Friday night for like about 7 seconds. And you see the key players for the Insomniacs. Scott Hamilton, McQuaig coming on the defensive end, RTC Wilkerson, Kenny Mack on the offensive line, and there's RTC. Danye Lyons, the returner.
Oh, wow.
But a moderate gain there, and it's also incremental, building up, and then finding that one defensive weakness. We've seen the Nightcrawlers up to this point find ways to make adjustments on the defense. But right now, Tampa scoring twice, we both getting it twice.
RTC was able to really calmly find the hole because those guys up front are getting a very nice push. But just now, Henderson was able to sneak in from the back and actually make the play.
And it looks like it's a great stop because it wasn't a long run. That's gonna maybe ruin what they're doing on the offensive side.
Tight end right.
2nd and 5. Man in motion. Toss back to RTC. Wilkerson bounces off the defender and will get past the 20. Will get the first down.
Hey man,
and there he is.
You gotta wrap up.
Does the running game like this accumulate on a defense if it's this consistent?
It can, but the offensive line and that running back have to be able to maintain this intensity.
Absolutely.
For 64
But I'll
minutes.
tell you this, as a blocker, when you see your running
I'm
back
geeked up.
truck somebody,
I'm geeked up.
you have that extra energy, don't you?
I'm rejuiced. I'm retooled.
And they will fake it. Hamilton
space.
will throw this one. Beautiful throw, but out of reach of the receiver.
Gentili had it in his hands. It was really good coverage. Let's be honest. That's the exact place he needs to throw the ball. It was going to be a tough catch, but it looks like Scooter's dialed in.
But as they used to say on the old BIC teams of the mid-2010s, stone hands, my man, you got to catch that.
Listen, I think I speak for all of us. Even though we want to, we can't talk about Jersey anymore.
No,
this is an basically
a new
international
era.
league.
Phrasing.
This is Vegas, Tampa. I love Jersey, but let's see what Vegas can do.
And Hamilton will toss it to RTC. RTC will find the seam. RTC gets past the defender. RTC gets to the 50, to the 45, and it takes too big to bring him down. RTC running on time. First down, Insomniacs.
That's a great play call from Scooter. He knows that if he goes with the option, that he's going to get it to the man that needs the ball. And yes, the Insomniacs want 5 yards, but they will absolutely take a home run that jabs at the crowd and gets the offensive line right back in this game. Kenny Mack can't wait to block on first down.
The momentum of this game is swinging like a pendulum, and it's getting faster and faster.
I'm sweating
and
more
faster.
now calling this game than I did all season playing.
We'll see it again here on the replay. Just such a finding that way, getting past
Gotta
1,
wrap
2,
up. This is not
count them.
flag, man.
In flag, that's a tackle.
And there
Right
it is.
there. Ooh.
Getting through his own blocker, getting through Davik Clark. And here we go again. Hamilton immediately in trouble. Hamilton will throw. Off the hands. Mark Bagway will deny anyone from scoring on him.
Scotty Tuhati warned us earlier about their closing speed of those DBs from the Nightcrawlers, and we just saw it there. That was a dangerous throw.
And it looked like you had an open guy. It was almost as if Mark Bagway baited him. He looked angry after letting up that big run play.
Right.
That's how he can affect the defenses, by making an interception. But I love the play call. It was a speed option RPO. The A7FL has evolved in front of our eyes.
And we are witnessing
Scooter.
the next stage of that evolution. Scooter Hamilton. Living up to that old forklift nickname.
He was kind of met. He was kind of met there.
And guess who it was?
Of course,
Deontay Henderson is going to make his presence known, but I know for a fact that even though Scooter felt that, he also delivered a blow right back. The size that Scooter Hamilton brings to the quarterback position and the willingness to run up the gut is going to be huge
And let's
as
talk
we go
about
deeper into this game.
How
And the
phenomenal that
hashtag-
offensive blocking has been.
And the hashtag Pray for Corey movement going into the YouTube chat. The handoff, that's time to Trey Robinson. Robinson will get to the 30, and there's some flags on the play.
Another physical run, but we'll see what the call is.
And in front of a home crowd, the energy is electric. And we'll see here again on the replay. Robinson. He grabbed him by the collar. Trying to see what that call is.
Not sure what the call is. We're going to see how it's ruled.
We have 2 fouls on the play, 1 on each team.
So the offside.
Personal foul, illegal low tackle on the defense. After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct on red. Those penalties do not offset. We're going 15 that way. We're coming back 15 this way. We're going to have a 1st and 10
He low
on the
bridged
30-yard
him.
line.
He low bridged him.
From Bagway.
Bagway low bridged him. And then we'll be live here. 2 wide receivers set, 3 on the line. RTC set up to the left of Scooter Hamilton. Hamilton will find his way out and blast himself to the 35. That play's whistled dead, but Scooter Hamilton setting the tone. Whether they get moved back or not, that's a huge play.
The result of the play means nothing because it was whistled dead. But when Scooter kept running and had guys bouncing off of him, you saw the Insomniacs light up. You saw Scooter's face light up. And it just shows you the contrasting styles of this game.
Before the snap, offside, defense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Offsides on the defense, so that's 5 yards back. And right now the pressure might be getting to Tampa just a little too much.
That's a nimble man in that pocket getting away. We've seen Mark Bagway do that for a long time. We haven't seen Scooter do that yet. And you see the Nightcrawlers going to the sideline with some substitutions because they're probably getting worn down.
RTC.
Handoff, RTC! Shuking people out of their shoes and getting close to
Matt
the 20,
Kenny.
not getting the first down, though.
Matt Kenny is making a case for maybe one of the best linemen we've seen in this league. He is moving young men out of the way.
Yeah, and the young man that he did was the guy that we talk about defensively for the Nightcrawlers all the time. And if you can get hands on Deontay Henderson and get him out of the way for RTC, you got a chance. Only a 3-yard gain, but 2nd and 2 is a really dangerous situation for the Nightcrawlers.
Getting that big push from behind the line, but we'll see Hamilton here on 2nd and 2. Throws it to the side. There's a flag on the play. Brought down, that caught by number 11, Eric Schuford.
And Sean Flynn with the tackle.
Holding, offense. 10-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Tight end left.
And we see 2 wide receivers. You see Davik Clark at the bottom of your screen. It looks like Stone Stevenson at the top. The toss to Trey Robinson. Robinson will get some polite yards, and he'll move her past the initial line of scrimmage, and we'll get to around the 27, and it will be 3rd down.
We don't have any kicking in the A7FL, so if they get 4 yards, if they can continue to execute, this is exactly where they want to be.
My high school coach would be smiling right now.
And we will have the chance to vote on the A7FL MVP, and that's Brendan Schwank. Billy Hoyle not able to make the catch, and it will be 4th down.
And Corey, what do you do here? What's the smartest thing to do here? Look how close you are. It doesn't matter if you make it, if you don't. What do you do here, Corey?
Well, you have to go for it. With what we've seen from Scooter, he is a run threat if you leave him wide open. there is pressure in his face, and he has to throw those timing routes on time. But I would love to see Davitt Clark run a stop route right at the sticks and convert the first down on a timing route.
And look how crazy momentum is. Tampa is winning, but I promise you it doesn't feel like that in the building.
And look at the cushion that Mark Bagway's given. That stop route's right there.
And then you see the throw caught. And that's Trey Robinson! Bunny Davitt for Eric Shumpert! Eric Shumpert takes it to the house! Scooter to Shumpert! Coaches only! Touchdown in Tampa! Vegas takes the lead!
Did I say stop at the sticks?
Yeah, you definitely did.
But you got to make the tackle, because a stop at the sticks turns into just the same as a go route if you can't make the tackle, and that's a great conversion from a great player in Munchie.
Eric Shumpert, a.k.a. Munchie, a man who we spoke with at length yesterday, Corey Hammond, about this game, and he was hyped and he's excited, and right now a 1-point lead for the Insomniacs after championship points.
He taught us what 100 ball is. 100 ball is that if you cover Munchie, if you stop him, he'll give you $100. Well, he just took $100 from BME Keith there, and it'll bring up a conversion attempt from the 5. It's interesting to see. Insomniacs are going for 1. Tampa's been going for 2. Let's see what Trey Robinson can do on the conversion.
1-point conversion from the 5-yard line. You can see that defense there of the Insomniacs. A handoff to Robinson. Robinson will get in there, and it is now 14-12.
Those 2 points on those 2 conversions from Trey Robinson were not only tough yardage, but they were so important.
And
And when we come back, we'll get Big Rob's thoughts, and we'll also get a look at the field. 14-12, Tampa looking to respond. But mama, there goes that man, Scooter Hamilton, putting in an MVP caliber case. We'll be back after this. Mama, watch that man! And there you see Quincy Burtz. He's been throwing it off. He's been effective tackling and throwing the ball on the throw-off. 14-12, your score. It's the A7FL Championship from Anderson Automotive Fieldhouse. The throw thrown by Burtz. And here comes an opportunity for the Nightcrawlers. Rico Brown. Rico Brown brought down at the 27. What a play there.
Wow.
Pardon me, that was Dante Perkins on the return.
That was a
That's
great
Steve
tackle.
Cannon, who he's trying to hide in that shiesty, but that's a shiesty, perfect form tackle. Guys, we saw arena football in this arena just yesterday, and when you have pads on, you can get away with throwing your helmet or shoulder. That was a beautiful tackle. Everyone's safe, everyone's down, and it brings up Mark Bagway once again to see how he can answer.
Bagway with Davis in the slot. The snap, the quick screen, he'll fake it. Bagway will roll out to his left. Bagway throws it to Logo Davis. Logo Davis has nothing but the end zone in front of him. They got the guardrail set up for him. He will crash into him like Dave Matthews in '94. Tampa, 1 play out of scrimmage, take the lead back.
That's a way to answer. And you see what Mark Bagway does to the defender, Tone Smith, who has the responsibility of making sure he doesn't run the ball. Well, he kept him from running the ball, but he didn't keep him from throwing a touchdown pass. And Logo Davis has now scored 3 times in this first half.
What in the world are we seeing? What kind of performance are we seeing from Logo Davis today to record his 3rd touchdown? And is that as good or as effective as having them return the ball? Because that was 1 play after the return. That means the offense has to come back and look at the pump fake. Stop jumping, young man. My God, he's in the sky. And I don't know who was supposed to cover Logo here. This was just nasty work. And this, too, is very important. They have missed every single one. This one gives them a little bit of cushion.
And here's once again a 2-point attempt from the 10 for the Nightcrawlers.
Looking to make this a 6-point lead. Bagway throws it off the hands, and for the 3rd time, and it looks like there's an injury on the field, for the 3rd time in this championship, the Tampa Nightcrawlers have scored but have not been able to convert on championship points. They call them championship points for a reason. Will the Insomniacs find a way to answer back? It's the national championship. 3-on-1 throw-off. Scott, what do you got?
The Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers and the And what we are seeing right now is the Insomniacs are having issue catching the pass in coverage, and it's something they haven't had to deal with yet. We're also trying to see if we can get them locked in on being able to contain from the outside. We're taking a little bit too close of ankles. Anything else you guys see from up top?
Well, it's not hard for Logo.
The
And why not let it fly?
Hamilton! Oh, David Clark didn't see it!
He got to go get that.
Well, the incompletion, the speed option for only 1 yard, this is the worst third down situation they've been in, and this is not a spot on the field that you should go for it on fourth down.
Oh, my. Met immediately, but can he bring him down? And the whistle is blown.
Yeah, will
Henderson
not give him
gets
that.
there, and they are forced to punt. Corey.
I don't
Corey,
love...
wait. Corey. We talked about this, Corey. Back and forth, 3 and out. Get the ball back. What happens? Can they maintain this?
3 wide receiver set, 2 on the line. Bagway.
Looking for
4
AJ
wide
McQuaid.
receiver set. You see
AJ
Logo
McQuaid
Davis
gotta
set
show
up
me something.
set up in the slot.
Oh,
In
slips.
trouble.
Henry,
Bagway
sir.
stays upright.
Bye-bye.
Bagway will get the first down and run out of bounds at the 42.
And that's Chris McWilliams. He's known as Mouth. He was talking all the spice, the Lot J Taco spice rack last night directly to the man that just shook him off like he weighed, 12 pounds?
12 pounds. Unhand me, sir. Please.
You got to make that tackle if you're going to talk that stuff.
This is the championship. You can't leave anything on the field. And again, the pressure that was put on A.J. McQuaid to contain this man and Mark Bagway, yes, that first sack was amazing, but can you do it again, A.J.?
Back to live action. The snap. In trouble.
Chris.
Bagway.
Chris. Excuse me.
Mark Bagway showing why he's an MVP candidate, and again matriculating the ball downfield with his legs.
That's a mismatch. They have to address that. I love Chris McWilliams. Most of the times he's in a defensive end. You see how athletic he is to keep it close. But Mark Bagway is him, and that is not the guy that you need to try to stop him.
What's the rhythm right now for this team to get that big play to go up 2 scores?
I am too old to tell you what these young, athletic, new age A7FL players should do. But what I have seen from the Insomniacs is they made the adjustment at the defensive end position.
1st and 10 after the 2-minute warning. The snap. Bagway will roll out to his right. Mark Bagway will once again, for the 3rd straight play, go down the field.
And I said they made an adjustment. They changed the personnel, but it's the exact same result. They have to fix that edge, especially on the right side, because Mark Bagway is righty. He's going to want to go that side. He's going to want to attack that guy. And guess what? It's A.J. McQuaid on the left side, the blind side, but with a running quarterback that's ready to scramble immediately because there's only 2 blockers and 3 rushers. If he's going to always go right, your best guy is going to have to be that left defensive end.
There is no more best guy because all those guys are tired of chasing the rabbit.
Well, right now we talk about the special teams guy, Burtz. He's now the guy that has to stop Bagway on the right side.
McQuaig off the field. Watch number 13. That's Q Burst.
Easy.
Throw over to Burst. And he will get to around the 15, inside the 10, pardon me.
I don't know. I think Munchie might owe somebody $100 because he missed that rep. 100 ball is not going to always work out for you.
Rushing 4. Keese will get the ball. BME Keese will get inside the 10.
I was expecting a little
And that's Gianni Breland, who was put in a bad position because the motion forces him to chase. Makes it a great open field tackle, but we'll see what the flag is.
Personal foul on the offense, number 9. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
And that'll be huge. That's Deontay Henderson, who is really in the game on offense to make sure he finds somebody to crack back and hit hard. And maybe he did so, but he did so illegally, and that great play that would have converted the 1st down now pushes them back into a really bad situation with only 1:22 left in the half.
And we have seen Mark Bagway many times do many a great thing in long yardage situations. Gets past number 44, cuts to the sideline. Bagway will get inside and get near the initial line of scrimmage.
Tone Smith gets caught in the worst situation an A7FL linebacker probably could ever get caught in. Stuck in the middle of the field, having to open field tackle Mark Bagway running full speed when he was flat-footed. So he loses that battle, but Danye Lyons makes sure it's not a touchdown and makes a great tackle.
Are they asking Mark Bagway to beat them with his legs?
Start the clock. Thank you.
They're not allowing him time to throw. Are they saying, hey, beat us with your legs?
But he's earning it by creating it.
Bagway throws to the end zone. How did that happen? How did that happen?
Davis! How did it happen? That's what we've come to expect, basically. If you're looking at Tampa Bay on offense, it's going to be Logo Davis that scores. And you hear the crowd immediately silence after that touchdown.
What are we watching? 4 touchdowns from Logo Davis, who I said in the interview with him, who was relatively unknown prior to this season.
And we see that in their mentality, and now they're up by 10, trying to go up by 11. That's BME Keese. Keese will toss it back to Bagway. Bagway in trouble.
And my goodness.
Rico Brown converts the 1 point.
That
brings your score.
I don't know how to translate to say anything other than this is insane. That's the catch from Logo Davis, beating his defender just so effortlessly, getting past number 40.
And if you look at the Insomniacs sideline, this is going to be the crucial moment.
I don't want to say I told you so, but why not let it fly?
The throw, and that will be returned by Danye Lyons. Danye Lyons will get to the 20. Danye Lyons make a one-man miss, makes the other miss, and gets out at the sideline.
And it's Logo Davis again. He's been by far the most important player, and we love talking about Mark Bagway, and he's obviously shown why he's him.
I don't think we need to talk about Mark Bagway after a 4-touchdown performance with the jersey number 4 in the first half. I haven't seen this before.
It doesn't really hurt them on the clock because the clock stops.
Right.
But if they get an incompletion, then it brings up 3rd and 1. They have to go and eventually get the first down, so they can't just keep throwing it and getting incomplete.
Snap. 32 seconds left to go. The throw off the timeout. Off the hands of the receiver and no flag.
Phenomenal defense by Nightcrawlers.
The clock will stop after the incompletion.
Please reset the game clock to 27 seconds.
David Clark had an opportunity to make a momentum-changing play. Scooter sees that he has the one-on-one coverage and puts the ball in the right spot for David Clark to make that big play. But it was the Nightcrawlers on the one-on-one situation that are able to knock it down.
Please reset the game clock to 27 seconds.
And I would love to talk to the guys that are from the other side of the ball. When we had the conversation and I told them, they said, oh, they're going to run the ball. They're going to run. I said, bro, no one said they're not. No one said the Insomniacs are not going to score. But exactly what I explained to everyone last night is exactly what's playing out in front of us.
The A7FL with less guys, 7-on-7, means it's basically a one-on-one league, especially that deep. The Insomniacs have to win those one-on-ones to win the game.
McKinney with the phenomenal block.
Hamilton throws it, caught, and here's it. And he does he get in there? Touchdown Insomniacs!
And when you thought that the Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers made this first half their statement, it's Scooter Hamilton and the Insomniacs that answer back. And guess what, guys? After this, they're going to get the ball at half.
That's
Josh Brown with the catch, with the touchdown, making it a 5-point game, and I can feel the goosebumps right now, gentlemen.
That's a guy at wide receiver that we really haven't seen, and in one of the biggest moments of their season, Scooter says, do the job, man. That's a post corner. He throws it on time. He's so wide open that he has plenty of time to make a man miss.
And look at this.
Credit the defender after getting hussed for getting back there and trying to play. That looks like BMA Keese that almost stopped him.
Yeah.
Keese tried to get the stop. It looked like it was Flutie number 2. And what a play by Brown.
You got to score there because you can't allow it to be a hypothetical situation where you do that and don't score. But Trey looks to make the conversion.
And now Trey Robinson on the extra point, trying to make this a one-score game, and he is denied at the line.
That's their first championship point that they missed.
And with
hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him.
And we have 15.8 seconds left, and the most exciting play in
God.
football left to go. It is 25-20 at the half, Rob.
So wait, was it a bad idea to score that fast and give them 15 seconds
No,
still?
you have to take the points because is it guaranteed that they score on the 1 when they just got stopped on the extra point from the 5?
Come on now.
Absolutely not. This crowd is going to be absolutely silent.
Burks will throw a dart that's caught inside the 5.
Okay, hold on now. Huss.
Remember, this is
Bye
an
bye,
on-time.
Q.
Now Burks gets past him.
Dangerous.
Huss.
Flutie.
Oh, my goodness.
Husses.
Huss. Oh,
Drives
okay.
through and
That is phenomenal field position to start this high-powered offense.
The most important thing is that he made the tackle, whether he starts at the 50 or starts at the 20. I think the Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers have just as easy an opportunity to score.
I agree. Oh, I've been to 5
Watch
championships. Look at this Huss. Huss. But phenomenal. Way to stay on your feet, young man. Oh, my goodness.
number 8 doing he calls himself the real
Oh, my
deal.
God.
He showed that by staying
Shouts
upright
to Q
after
for that
that.
second effort.
And
He could
shouts
have
to
gave up.
Steve Cannon.
He could have
And you
gave
can
up.
say what you want on first impressions looking at him in the shiesty, but he's made every play that he's had to on special teams.
And now here comes Logo Davis with Bagway in the backfield. They'll toss it back to Bagway. Bagway being pursued.
my
Mark Bagway
God.
thrown. Oh, and he lost it in the lights, but it will be second down, and they get 8 seconds left.
And I'm telling you, that's still a lot of time.
But I'll say this. In the Watchmen game, the last time we saw this Nightcrawlers team,
He did throw
did
it.
you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Bagway miss passes like that?
Bagway at the top of your screen. BME Keese
And
is
check
the
it
running
out.
back.
The left defensive end for the Insomniacs is Breland.
The throw, and there's
Bagway.
Bagway. Mark Bagway will get the first down.
Oh, my God. He should have went out of bounds.
Ball comes
The
loose,
ball
and it
goes
gets out of bounds before the clock expired. So we'll see where they mark it and
They
see
still
if
have
there's
some
any time left.
Hey, Matt.
I don't know.
There is.
That's halftime.
Oh,
They will. There's some conversing on the sideline. Bagway trying to tell the officials that they had some time left.
I don't know. What do you do there, Matt? I would fight for it.
Big Rob Fabian's not here, but we also have another big personality and a big person joining us here, former NFL coach Mike Tice. Coach Tice, thank you so much for being here. What's your first A7FL Championship experience been like so far?
A lot of energy, a lot of physicality. Not enough passing by the Las Vegas team. They got to make some plays in the passing game in order to stay in this game. I think Tampa Bay has more speed. The quarterback, we were just talking about it off air.
Bagway, yeah.
He's the best athlete on the field, and unless Las Vegas can stay in their pass rush lanes, he's going to give them hell in the second half.
Watching this for the first time and hearing Mike Tyson, are you wondering you want to get in on the action? You want to have some fun? You want to be an owner of the A7FL? Go to a7fl.com/owners. That's a7fl.com/owners to get that information. Once again, the information is a7fl.com/owners. Whether you're in Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, or all points in between, it's time for you to join the A7FL. Indianapolis joining us in 2024. Corey Hammond and Rob Fabian.
Yeah, Indy is in. I feel like Mike Tice is in, and I want to just shout out to the comments because you guys know me. Most of our fans, if you don't know me,
guys,
you
Corey's
just got
still
introduced.
Talking. Corey's still talking. Sorry.
I couldn't contain myself. It was Mike Tice.
There's
Danye
Danye
Lyons.
Okay, hold on now.
On the 3-on-1 attempt. Tries to get past
Breakdown. Whoa.
this 3-on-1 coverage team that has
my
been
good-
stifling them so
Wow.
far today, and they will start at the 15-yard
Not
line.
a great return, Corey. Not a
great return. A lot of times, Danye Lyons is going to get that edge on somebody.
He
But guess who
owes
it
me.
was? It was Rico Brown and BME Keese. You
BME
see the
Keese,
athleticism. Mike
they both
Tice
owe
seen
me.
it.
They
You
both
at
owe
home
me.
has seen it. They're right where they want to be in this game.
And Tampa has dropped the ball on the championship points. They left 6 points on the board. Score should be 31-20 at least, but hey, championship points are championship points for a reason.
Mike Tice wants them to go more play action, but there you go with the dive early to RTC on first down.
And they stopped them. The crowd is quiet. You can hear a pin drop in here.
I think they're getting reacclimated, but that it's a long way to go for the Insomniacs.
It's quiet. It's extremely quiet.
Because this is a huge drive, because if you're the Insomniacs right now, you have to keep the momentum you got at the end of that half. Sometimes you lose that momentum when it gets to halftime, but a quick stop here from the Nightcrawlers would put the momentum surely on Tampa's side.
Hamilton
Hands off to RTC. RTC bounces to the outside, and he will be dragged.
Deontay is getting his name called, and he's here for it.
But I love the fight you see from RTC, but it's even a more impressive fight from the Tampa Nightcrawlers defense, who in the Eastern Championship on plays like that, Amari Thomas was really getting whatever he wanted. Now, eventually they were down by 2 scores, so we saw the Watchmen kind of abandon the run game. The Insomniacs are sticking with it. And again, it's going to be 3rd and 5, so not great runs, but this is manageable.
Here.
The handoff, the toss to Wilkerson. Wilkerson
and he's
with a little bit of the help, but nothing doing there. There that man is, Deontay Henderson with the tackle.
That's the 2nd time on 3rd down they go on a toss when they should have went with some kind of pass play to give them a real option. But I see them on the field on 4th and 10. They're going to walk off. That's a smart move.
Smartest thing they might have did today.
But the mistake was already made on 3rd down by going with the toss.
Let me talk to you.
There.
Nah, let me talk to you, Corey.
Talk to me.
We talked about this very thing. 1 stop. They got 2. Come on, guys. We talked about this. These guys score every drive. Another score here from the Nightcrawlers, and it might be very tough for the Insomniacs to even muster up the courage to come back.
Well, here's Q. He's got to make sure he executes by getting it out of bounds, and he does the job.
He certainly does, and we'll see the Insomniacs back on defense.
The main thing, he said it 3 times when I wasn't talking, which was very rare in that halftime. The defensive line has to contain Bagway.
Good try.
Yeah, good luck.
First and 10.
Look like AJ.
There's Logo.
Logo Davis will fall and get the 1st down. See Davis in the slot. Bagway will throw it immediately to him.
Oh, my goodness.
How can you stop this team? He hustles him with the ball high. Touchdown, Tampa.
And we saw Burris already make some special teams plays, but we talk about adjustments. And they do the exact same play call. It looks exactly the same, but I know for a fact that Logo Davis went in the huddle and was like, let's do it again, be ready for the pitch.
And guys,
they make the adjustment, they execute, and they make such a huge play against the Insomniacs that the momentum is gone. The life is out of this building, and the home crowd rooting for this team from Las Vegas is feeling really stressed out.
I truly hate to say, no, I don't. I told you so. And this game's not over, guys. I'm not saying leave because Insomniacs lost, but I knew this right here is exactly the situation they would be in. Yes, first half it looks close, but the adjustments that they make on the fly are too quick for the other team not to pay attention.
And
but
this is really
still
where
only a 9-point game. They need to get 11. It to a 11-point thing. They need to make it a 2-score game.
Excuse me.
And Mark Bagway scoring championship points for the first time today for the Nightcrawlers, making it a 12-point lead. You can follow us across social media. The Nightcrawlers looking to break the internet and break history as becoming the first team from Florida to win the A7FL Championship. Their path has got the Insomniacs staring them down. We'll be back. Just some sign of love and respect during the commercial break.
It got a little intense.
The Tampa Nightcrawlers throw-off team were talking spicy and getting the ire of this crowd. It felt like I was at a Catalyst Wrestling show, gentlemen. And a 3-on-1 throw-off, and that will be Danye Lyons. He has been stifled by this return team so far this afternoon. He finds a lane. He tries to get past Bagway. Danye Lyons chased down by some solid athletes. Number 25 finally getting him at the 32-yard line.
That's a great stop, man. That's a great stop.
That's their best return so far, but it's really not that great because when you really break it down, the 50 is really the target for a good, great return. But credit Danye Lyons for making the improvement, but even more so Mark Bagway forcing him back to the other side.
The snap, and RTC again trying to go back to what worked incrementally on the first drive.
And Matt Kenny not able to get that push that I was talking about. He got at him a little bit, but you can't stay there dancing with Henderson at all.
But it's 2nd and 9.
It's the snap.
There it is, a little bit of pressure.
Throw, caught, and that will be A catch from Scooter to Shufford, and that was the first touchdown of the game for the Insomniacs. That link-up works, but we haven't seen it much in the first half.
But that's going to be there all game because, one, those two guys are in sync all the time. They've been playing football with each other for nearly a decade. But that timing route with the cushion that the Nightcrawlers are giving them, Scooter's getting the time. They have to take advantage of that because it will open up the run if they open it up with the pass game.
Two wide receiver set. Hamilton throws this one deep downfield and out of reach of David Clark, and it will be second down.
That might have been the first time we saw Scooter under some actual pressure, and he
entire
overthrows
season.
his receiver.
He should have dove for that one that was pretty close to him.
Yeah.
But when he goes on the go route, he's open. Scooter's going to have to take advantage of that and hit those, not just once, but probably consistently in the second half.
2nd and 10. The snap. Hamilton.
Oh my goodness!
In trouble and
there
brought
it is.
down.
There it is. I don't know if one of the Dobermans. Listen, somebody tell me if he's been sacked this year.
Yeah, that would be a great question, and I think the answer to it would be no. Because a lot of times the way that they run offense, they run maybe 6, 7, 8 pass plays with him in because they, A, mostly run the ball, B, they're up by 70 by the third quarter?
It's what
now
I
they're
said.
down by 12. This is the exact position that the Watchmen were in. Basically, it seemed like incessantly
It's what I said.
all Eastern Conference Championship. The two scores they have to answer because this game could get really ugly really quickly if they get stopped here on 3rd and long.
Smooth at the bottom of your screen. RTC kind of playing a
Oh my
Courage
goodness,
Mosey
Henderson
style
with the pressure.
tight end. The throw and in the dirt, and it will be 4th down, and that is the second straight drive in this half. The Insomniacs have been stifled in 3 straight plays.
The one thing that we have over them is physicality, so we're trying to go with the run game as much as possible. But what we're also not doing is catching passes like you just saw right there. We've had 4 wide open drops where we haven't been able to execute the ball, and what has been working is the run. They're now keying on, and we've not done any play action, no misdirection, not at all.
On 4th and 17, can you even
go for it?
Can you even take the dump out? The dump down to the tight end, Schwenk, who I have not seen once, even against Vegas competition, convert a 20-yard catch like that. And on 4th and 17 with a little bit of pressure, unfortunately Scooter doesn't throw a ball long enough, but even so, he finds an open man, but he can't convert, and it brings the Nightcrawlers back on offense with the Insomniacs in the position, for the first time all season, where they absolutely have to get a stop.
I've been saying it for 3 days straight.
You have been.
I have. This exact scenario.
Corey, you asked the question and kept talking as usual.
McQuaid. Logo. Hold on.
I'm seeing.
Hold on. Boom.
So what I'm seeing is that Schwenk actually did have a lane, and they had something set up as a screen that likely could have gotten the first down. But the second pass to Schwenk in a row, he's dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's happening. He's normally super sure-handed, but who has been converting those is Munchie, so I don't know why they're not going to him.
Because they're playing an actual team for the first time in the entire season.
Don't let Rob go in his bag, Insomniacs.
No bags.
Answer. Answer. Here's Logo.
Bagway.
Oh, my
Lord.
goodness.
Oh, my goodness. They're playing a team who understands what it takes to play 4 quarters of football, period. It doesn't even matter the style. They're not going to go, they're not going to doubt themselves because they go down. They're going to adjust, and they're adjusting fast. The Insomniacs thought running the ball for 4 quarters straight was going to work. Hasn't even worked in the second half.
Have you ever seen somebody?
You have to adjust, and if the Insomniacs don't adjust after this potential Tampa touchdown, they might as well pack it up.
Well, they're certainly not going to pack it up, but you see here on the replay, I think Mark Bagway is this is confirmed a simulation. Look at the pass from Logo Davis. This is a dart. That's moving quickly.
Before the snap, timeout. Insomniacs.
Smart
First charge timeout of the half.
And that's almost like a basketball time. Here's the replay again.
Take a look at this.
Mark Bagway's a simulation.
It's
It's
not
like
real.
in Madden when you throw the ball and then it just miraculously glues to a player's hands.
And look how much pressure.
Are we watching a Madden game?
But look how much pressure is on
Look at this
McQuaid
absolute
right now.
bullet.
Look how much pressure is on
No
McQuaid.
one catches this one-handed. It just glues to his
Excuse me,
hands,
sir.
and he's able to
Whoops.
stay on his feet after getting hit.
And McQuaid has to chase. You don't
No
think he's
wonder
tired?
Mike Tice was so impressed with Mark Bagway. And let's be clear, a first half that was subpar compared to what we see him do last week. an NFL veteran head coach, a longtime player in the NFL, said, yeah, Mark Bagway's him.
Vegas in trouble here on first down.
And maybe the best
384 yards of total offense on the day for the Nightcrawlers.
I'm not excited. I just wish they heed my warnings.
Keeps the play alive.
And there's
excuse me. Oh.
Brought down. That's Flutie.
And now, listen, Vegas is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at them at this point. Everyone's out there trying their best to contain this team and slow them down. 12 points, and mind you, they let up 6 points. There's 6 points that they could have had off of the championship points that they did not get.
2nd and 8. It's BMA Keys to starts, tosses back to Bagway.
Bagway will throw. Caught. Touchdown.
And they throw a flag. Hold on now.
And that is Rico Brown on the reception.
Maybe not a touchdown.
And A.J. McQuaig says it's going to be holding, and so does the ref.
Odings, offense, number 77.
That's exactly what the Insomniacs need, a little help from above. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And let's be honest, it was easy for some of the times that the Nightcrawlers scored. It was a lot of work for the Insomniacs to get that 20, and they've been struggling in the second half, but that holding call may give them life again.
And after the penalty, it will be tossed back to Bagway.
Excuse me, Q.
In trouble, but Bagway finds a way out of it. Mark Bagway gets to inside the 15 at the 11, and there's a flag on the play.
Now, Munchie, who made the tackle low, did wrap, but you can't tackle low when someone is already tackling high. It is a dangerous play. Now, you got to respect the effort because you don't know, based on all the things we've seen from Mark Bagway, and yes, he's dancing, and yes, he deserves to. Who am I to stop him?
Personal foul, no hit on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
And just to be clear,
and the crowd not happy about that low hit call.
I wouldn't be happy either.
And just to be clear, you are allowed to tackle a guy low, especially a guy as shifty as Mark Bagway is. You saw him make everybody miss. You got to do your best job, but when he's being brought down up high, you can't also tackle down low.
You cannot high-low in this league.
So it's a situation where it was a first down anyway. They don't lose much, but they absolutely need to make a stop here on 1st and goal.
And with 5:15 left to go, 32-20 your score.
Ooh.
The toss. That's Keys. Keys.
Quincy Barnes has rectified the situation. He is going to try to go all the way. Flip side to the back of the 23.
And here come the Insomniac fans. Listen.
We have done nothing but slander Q at quarterback, but he has been the best special teams player in this game and maybe makes the inspirational play this Insomniacs team needed.
He just saved their season.
Wow, Q.
Q is him. Q is him.
Phenomenal interception and great run by Q to give his offense, who is well rested, a chance to score. This is the first time in 2 games that we've seen the Nightcrawlers not convert a series.
They're playing with their food. They're playing with their food. This is dumb. This is just bad football. They're great at football. BMA Keys is a great human and a great player. That's just a terrible decision.
And now the snap to the end zone off the hand.
Secure it.
I love the shot to the end zone and the change of momentum. It's exactly what they needed, but Scooter needs to throw that. It's the same play that they scored on earlier. Needs to throw that just a little bit more inside, gives this guy a chance, because that's an absolute touchdown if he throws it catchable.
2nd and
goal.
goal.
Back to him.
They hand off to Trey Robinson. Trey Robinson drives through defenders.
And when you need a play made in Vegas, a lot of times you go to Trey Robinson. You know, Chaos had excuses when they had their guys playing before their game. Trey has zero excuses.
Trey's not going to make any excuses for this game. He's going to give everything he has.
They are pressing David Clark again. Scott, you got to go up top to him.
They hand off again.
Oh, my goodness. Henderson and RTC going at it. Wow.
And you can see them, John and Jack, and 2 players who are walking in as potential MVP candidates. Right now, a 12-point lead for Tampa, 2:40 left to go.
So wait, I know all the Vegas guys are saying, I told you he was great, Rob. Q is amazing. Guys, you're right. Q's amazing. You got it.
That might have been the most absurd play
It was.
in A7FL Championship history. And last year, the game ended on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
They needed it.
They needed that.
It was desperation time.
But we said
it was GG's.
We said they had to get a
Q
turnover here.
gives them life. Scooter's got to convert.
4th down after
It goes
the
away if
interception.
you don't get this.
The handoff, nope. Hamilton
A bit of pressure.
looks to throw to the end zone. Flag, no! But he catches it!
Wait a
He
second.
is hit!
There's a
Devin
flag.
Clark takes a one-score game!
There's a flag, guys. Relax.
What is
Hold
the flag?
on. It's a flag on defense. Okay.
Rob, don't tell me to relax. It's a touchdown. We got a game again.
No, we don't.
Don't you dare,
And
Rob.
it looks like, according to Will Franklin,
Holding
on the defense, the touchdown will stand, and it is now a one-score game.
Touchdown.
After Q changes this game, the Nightcrawlers can't even cheat and stop them at this point, Rob. You guys should see Rob's face.
Got to hit the Game Shark on that one. The cartridge went in, the cartridge went out, turned it on like the old N64, and there he is. David Clark, he is him.
That's a phenomenal catch.
Making it a
That's a
6-point game.
phenomenal catch.
But that's an even better throw because what we said about Scott Hamilton on the last drive, he's never faced pressure. Guess what? He's got pressure in his face, 4th down. He throws a touchdown to bring his team back within 6.
His
Championship
offensive line.
The only Vegas has only converted championship points once, and there it is again. Got it.
He got it. He got it. He got it.
That's smooth, making the smooth play, and we'll
It's
take
no
the time
good.
out here.
Oh.
They'll call it incomplete.
That's not good.
But based on the
We'll take a break. That's a controversial call in a game of controversy. We'll see what happens after this. It's the A7FL Championship. Trey Robinson was considered a difference maker heading into this game. He's made some great plays, but David Clark, he is him. And he made that play to make it 32-26, a one-score game, but now it's time for an untimed down, and that will bounce inside the 15. That's a loose ball, but it's picked up, and that will be dragged out of play.
Coverage.
You feel the crowd, you
Great
feel the
coverage.
momentum, but guess what? As great as things are going right now,
The snap by Bagway, the crowd on its feet, the crowd rolling inside the field house. With his second straight interception!
he's just playing the wrong position.
Oh my God.
He was just playing the wrong position, Rob.
Oh
He's
my
him.
God. Q again.
Let's look at the replay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand corrected. Q is him. Wow.
He's all. He's not just him, he's ALL all.
What a
my
play. Just
goodness.
right placement. Bagway feeling
Wow.
the pressure.
And Derek Duncan is asking if you can hear it from the crowd.
Look, he's pointing at me. He wants me to know.
And I feel like I owe Q an apology.
Oh my goodness.
Scott McCorkle getting live on the sideline, and it is
ladies and
now a
gentlemen,
tied game.
we have ourselves
Vegas
a
has
tied
fought their
game.
way back.
There's something about this building. The last time we had a game here, it was one of the most electrifying games. Now, fall doesn't count, but we saw it.
Wow.
This is the first time I think we can obviously say that Tampa has been in this position because even when we saw them
And,
against the Ram
here's the
Breed,
touchdown.
Here's the touchdown.
Here's the touchdown.
What did Mike Tyson
Bang, bang.
say? Wow.
Wow.
Another head top.
Eric Shufford with that.
What did Mike Tyson say? For Vegas to win, they have to pass the ball. Their last 2 touchdowns have been up top chicken box touchdowns. Here's Trey Robinson on the one-pointer.
And now trying to go
By
Trey
Trey.
Robinson. Lateral to the
Oh.
back. And that will be a dead ball.
That's a dead ball.
And with a minute 18 left to play, the Tampa Nightcrawlers may have given up the goat here. The Vegas Insomniacs told you not to sleep on them. And guess what they did? Quincy Burtz with an MVP caliber performance. We'll be back on the other side. A minute 18 left in the third.
You can hear the building, you can see the teams, but on this 3-on-1, the most exciting play in all of football, it could all go away for the Insomniacs because it's BME Keese, I believe. They're set to return it maybe for a touchdown.
And that ball will bounce. BME Keese will pick it up. He is a dangerous returner. Keese will get through, and he is brought down at the 31. A solid return, though.
Good tackle. Oh, Trey, flag on the field. That's unnecessary, guys.
Trey is excited with what he did.
Great tackle,
and you
but
got to
come
love
on.
the football stuff.
Come on.
But after the whistle, you can't give the opponent 15 yards. It wasn't even one of those attitude hits that makes a difference.
No, it was a good
It
tackle.
was kind of a bonehead play.
on.
And as great of a player as Trey is, you got to reel him in on a play like that, guy. But they need to maintain composure, because the one thing you still need to do is contain Mark Bagway for another full quarter in a minute 13. 1st and 10, Bagway with the ball in his hands.
1st and 10, the snap. Bagway in trouble. Mark Bagway will ski himself to the 40, and he will get out of bounds at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
He
and the
makes
clock
it
will
look so
stop.
easy there, but he doesn't throw it.
The clock will continue.
And a weird situation on the sideline, but what you saw there on the 1st down play is Mark Bagway makes everybody miss, finds a seam, gets the easy yards.
Yeah, I think that was his attempt to quiet the crowd, and it
We'll take a brief timeout, and when we return, we'll talk with an NFL alumni watching the game. We've got a brief injury timeout. It's 32-32, 58 seconds left. It's the A7FL Championship. We'll be back on the other side with Marlon Greenwood right here on A7FL.TV and Caffeine. We are back live. Marlon Greenwood, NFL alumni, here with us. Mr. Greenwood, what's your first A7FL Championship experience been like?
You know, it's just been excellent. You know, this is my first game ever, and it's my privilege to be watching Las Vegas, being president of the NFL Alumni Las Vegas chapter, and rooting for them. We have a tie game now, and we just had 2 big plays on defense that really turned the game around.
And as a member of the NFL alumni, seeing these players looking to strive to that level of athleticism, that level of greatness, what are you seeing from these athletes here after that 5-yard gain? It will be 2nd and 5. Love your answer after this play as we see Bagway frustrated behind center. And there'll be a flag on the play. Mr. Greenwood, your thoughts?
You know, I think at any level, you know, you see these guys, they have the hunger. You know, they're playing hard.
8 men lined up
it
on
doesn't
the
matter
offense.
if they're in pad or not in pad. That you can see that the intensity that each team is playing with, they're trying to win. And they're out there having fun, and they're doing a tremendous job. And, you know, they can continue to play the game and go on to a higher level than that they wanted, you know what I'm saying?
And as this is your first time watching this style of play, what do you think about it? Would you play something like this?
You know, definitely growing up, I didn't start playing football till 11th grade in high school, but when we were in Jamaica and my father got a football, which was like the football here, I played soccer there.
Right.
We used to play this out there in the backyard, tackle football without the helmet. So right now, I wouldn't play.
Smart call. But it's much safer. The way we play is much safer. It's a lot more engaging and exciting. Obviously, everyone's an NFL fan. I myself a Raider fan.
Yeah.
So big ups to that. But we look here as these guys matriculate. I don't mean to put you on the spot, sir. As we head into the 4th quarter, do you think Vegas is going to find a way to pull out the victory?
15-yard penalty from the previous
they've been doing so far. They had 2 big plays on defense to turn over to tie up the game. So I'm going for Vegas. Like I said, I'm from Vegas. I'm president of the NFL Alumni Las Vegas chapter, and I got the root for Vegas.
Greenwood showing out for Las Vegas. 15 minutes left. It's a tied game. Final chapters written after this. It's the A7FL Championship.
Let's crown a champion. 4th quarter. Matt Ryan, back to you.
Thank you, Anthony Alvarez. Top of the 4th quarter. Bagway off the snap. He evades Trey Robinson. Mark Bagway making his way down Broadway. Looking to reclaim the lead. Skiing down the slopes like he's on Lake Mead, out of play on 2nd and 36.
And he quiets
Mark Bagway shortens the field.
And quiets the crowd once again, Matt, with no hesitation. But he might have just gassed himself on that run.
I'm not. Look, the chat's going to be very surprised with it. I'm speechless. First of all, I've never seen that type of an electric play look so easy for a quarterback. But the way that he went down, I don't know if it was a troll or if he's tired or if he's got something to look at. We're going to find out who the hymns are in this fourth quarter.
Throw in the end zone.
Go
Logo Davis.
My goodness.
Logo Davis.
Oh, no.
Driven right into the, oh, no.
Now he gets the touchdown. That's his 5th on the day. And we hope he's okay.
Yeah, we certainly hope that Logo Davis is okay.
You hate to see
Yeah,
it.
Matt Ryan joined by Corey Hammond and Big Rob Fabian. Guys, that play right there, Tampa taking the lead back, but not necessarily
Not the way they wanted to.
No, not the way you wanted to.
They do, before the play's over, it's Mark Bagway to Logo Davis. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And if you're voting for MVP, you're probably going to put Logo Davis number 1. He's got 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns in the championship
And in the third
game.
quarter, we really didn't hear from him. You're home just like me and the Omegas. These are the 2 best teams in the league, and they're proving it right now. Let's see what the fourth quarter does in this championship
Snap
point.
on the 1-point
time,
conversion.
too much
Need
time.
to make the championship points happen. Bagway looking to will it on
no.
his own, and he gets in there.
Too much
Makes
time.
it 39-32. And it is a close and contentious game. It's been turning on a dime. It's 39-32 with 13:42 left to go. On the other side of this, it's the most exciting play in football and the most exciting game in A7FL history. Will Danye Lyons or whoever comes out for the Insomniacs set the ship right? We'll find out after this. And here is how the Nightcrawlers got that extra point on the 39-32, but here we go with the throw-off. Danye Lyons will cut to the 25. Danye Lyons gets past the defender. Ball comes out, but they'll whistle him out of play. They'll whistle him out at the 39, so it'll be 1st and 10 Insomniac.
And Bagway right now is getting a much-needed rest, but the
Davin
body
is
language
wide
is that
open right
he's
now.
hammering the Gatorade meter. Rob, you don't agree with me, but I think that's going to be a big thing as this fourth
I
quarter
agree.
wears on.
I agree. His Gatorade meter is definitely blinking. It's all the Insomniacs.
Snap, and there's a
Let's see
handoff to
what
RTC, trying to run and gang again. RTC justifying!
This is his quarter. They've wanted to do this all game. This collective running game has added up to this. Dave Soberman, happy birthday. He's been telling me that RTC is already over 100 yards.
He just got over 100.
He's probably going to get even more because that type of play is what the Insomniacs want, and it's going to set up play action, especially if Mark Bagway can't cover Davitt Clark.
He just got over 100 with that
Shout
run.
out to everybody at home, especially G Hurd in the OTT. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their vacation as we are here live in Bullhead City, 39-32. Play action, Hamilton. Throws to the end zone, out of the reach of Davitt Clark, looking for a call as the audience, but Flutie going to skate on that one.
Nah, it's not a flag. It's just the ball is just a little bit out of reach.
He has to do that, though. I respect
but
the
Scooter
throw.
has to hit one of those. He's missed how many? 5? Now, you're not going to hit every one of them,
But
he
you're
has
dealing
to
with
reel it in
speed
just
on
a
speed,
little
hip
bit.
to hip. If Scooter tries to drop it too into that pocket, that guy's on his hip, bro.
Yeah, but all of the corners that are in right now are losing the size matchup to Davitt Clark. So if you underthrow it a little bit, what does it become? A jump ball. That's exactly where you have to place it. Here's RTC.
And hand off to RTC again. RTC
Get
will
off.
push out to the outside. RTC is letting Flutie hold on to him. Tried to flake him off there, Corey. First down, Insomniac.
You see, it's flagged for them. It's flagged for them. They're pulling him down. But RTC is going to make this quarter his. You see that both of the big players, the big-time players for these teams, are stepping up in this fourth quarter.
Number 17, Dr.
We have a player down on the field. That's number 19.
Oos is actually making the key block here to keep RTC untouched, and a little
Sean
bit of a
Flynn.
tug on the jersey, but Oos falls on him.
Sean Flynn being helped to the sideline, but RTC at the 25.
I wish they let me hold like that when I was playing with no flags. That would be fun.
This is fun.
This is very fun.
Tight coverage at the top of your screen, but they hand it off to Trey.
They hand off to Trey Robinson. Robinson will bounce to the outside and immediately wrapped up in that tangle. There's Deontay Henderson again.
The intensity level of this game has not decreased really at any moment. The only thing that we've seen is that the crowd is silenced when the Nightcrawlers make that answer play, which is huge. As it gets really quiet
It's
here.
really quiet. I can hear myself think.
For the first time in a while.
First time.
2nd and 8. Credit the Insomniacs. They have stuck to the run game. A lot of times when you get down, a lot of times when you're under pressure, you start throwing it every play.
For bringing
Look at
life
me.
back to the Insomniacs.
Absolutely. Q is him.
The snap.
Oh my.
Hamilton
Pressure.
in trouble and
One-on-one.
brought down.
Wow.
That's
what? Second time this year.
That's number 45 bringing him down.
Wow, man. That's a big play.
And his big shoes to fill based on the jersey he's wearing.
After that play, that brings up a third down.
The shame is that RTC got them there. He's out for 2 plays, and now it's 3rd and 13. But it's going to be up to Scott Hamilton in the passing game for the Insomniacs to win this game because they're down by 7 right now, and this is a passing situation. If you see a toss, if you see a handoff, I'm not going to love it, even if RTC is able to get all those yards.
It's not the
you have to have your quarterback convert on 3rd and long, and Davitt Clark is the guy I would throw to.
Just pay attention to the pressure. They might be going back to that defense they had. There it is. There
Clark
it is. There
and
it is.
Shufford. The toss to RTC. RTC tracked down.
Phenomenal tackle.
That is a one-on-one situation that most times RTC is going to win.
That's D. West with the tackle.
And again, they went back to the defense that was helping them earlier. RTC.
That was Marcus Richardson on the tackle.
RTC slightly whiffed on the block to stay open, but they were able to cover and corral him so he wouldn't convert that 3rd and long.
I know we said we wouldn't mention Jersey. That's the play that BIC and Courage won a championship with. Credit the great open field tackle, but on 4th and 7,
sure.
Look at the cushion on the corners.
That O-line has to do it right here.
Those stop routes are there.
This is the O-line's job right here. Come on, O-line.
Snap.
Come on, O-line.
Scooter Hamilton on 4th down, the call by Shufford.
But did he make it? It's going to be close.
Oh, no, they gave it to him at the 14-yard. Oh, get him to the 14-yard line, and with 9:12 left to go in the 4th.
When the corners give the cushion like that, an experienced quarterback with great accuracy and timing is going to find his favorite target. And a guy like Munchie very consistently. On the 3rd and 5 and the 3rd and 9 that I was criticizing the Insomniacs, that's what I was looking for.
Right.
And on 4th down, your quarterback needs to make a play, and he has so far. Brings up 2nd and medium, and at the top of your screen, you got space, but at the bottom, it's press coverage.
Snap. Hamilton will throw the end zone and a flag on the play. And Scooter Hamilton trying to be the A7FL Championship MVP. Scan the QR code now for your chance to vote on the A7FL MVP. That's available through our friends over at Unify. Scan the QR code now for your chance to vote on who is the A7FL MVP. Absolutely free from our friends at Unify.
When I see tight coverage, press coverage.
Defense, number 1. Spot foul, automatic, first down.
I'm not a corner, guys, but I don't think – I mean, what else are they going to do except go up top? That's what they've been doing all game.
When you press a guy like Munchie, he's physical. He got the step.
Oh, come on.
It's almost a great play from Keys to commit the penalty because it kept points from being on the board.
I can understand
But first and goal from the 4 with the offense that the Insomniacs have shown all game, the Nightcrawlers are in a situation where now they have to step up and stop potentially what would be Trey Robinson running the ball. Look for speed option here.
Speed option?
Scooter Hamilton!
Speed option!
Todd gets it in there! Touchdown, Insomniacs!
Scooter!
Now, just to be clear, that is a speed option. He just took the seam that he saw immediately. Scooter hasn't shown that he's a great runner this entire season because he hasn't had to. But when his team needs him the most,
he'll get it done.
He steps up and brings this game to within 1.
And here are the championship points that I'm telling you are more important sometimes than the touchdowns.
And it'll be interesting, the strategy. They've been going for the 1 from the 5 consistently. And it is smart to keep it a tie ball game.
It's very smart.
Especially if this is where you feel the most confident.
They must convert this one, though.
They have to. They absolutely have to. And they're asking Trey Robinson, who doesn't get a lot of reps at quarterback. Let's see if he can make the play.
Snapping the handoff. That is Trey Robinson. Robinson will be drove out of play, and they will make it a 39-38 game.
It's tough, but it's not the end of the world. They still have to make a stop regardless.
1 point in 7 minutes and 50 seconds separate one of these two teams with the A7FL Championship. When we return, it's the most exciting play in football. It's the 3-on-1 after this. We see Smooth, who has been a key asset of this 3-on-1 team and also catching passes today for the Las Vegas Insomniacs. It will be Rico Brown with a 1-point lead returning for the Nightcrawlers. Brown will take that return. That will bounce. That's a live ball, and that's picked up inside the 15. Rico Brown.
Oh, he almost lost the ball.
Almost gets the ball knocked out, and they'll whistle it dead. And that Insomniacs return team.
Phenomenal
Steve
stop.
Cannon on special teams.
Yeah, he's been cooking,
looks
man.
like he should be on the sideline, but every single time he's been in, he's made the play by either forcing the cutback, stopping him, or actually making the tackle. He almost ripped the ball out that time.
There's Q. There's the legend himself. Q is on that line. The Bagway stopper so far.
Bagway fakes it on
Q.
first down.
Oh,
and
wow. And they catch him.
Q Burt sets it up, and there's A.J. McClague. He started off the game with a sack, and now he's trying to close it out with under 7.5
But
minutes.
the play is made by Q, and it looks like he's going to be down after making the play.
And I can't be mad at Q. If Q is not able to return, which I hope he is,
He got right
he's
back up.
giving it his all this game.
Bagway will face down. There's Mouth Williams, and then McClague, and Shuffler. And again, the Insomniacs defense brings down Bagway, and Mouth McWilliams getting his dance on, but it's a little too early. And when you're down 1 point, we've seen that happen before, Corey. It may not end well.
Yeah, but they've found a way to figure out how to contain Mark Bagway just a little bit on first and second down.
Adjustments, baby.
But as great as it's been, when the Nightcrawlers get what they want, they average more than the yards that they need. If Mark Bagway breaks contain, it doesn't matter if it's 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 80, he likely can convert the first down. So as great as first and second down have been, they have to come up big again on 3rd and maybe even 4th. Bagway in motion, Logo with the ball.
Bagway, they'll set it up that flag style. Bagway will throw a dart that's caught.
Oh, my Lord.
And he cuts to the side.
Oh, my God.
He's got the save. He's got one to save. He's got the whole field in front of him. Q bursts again with the burst of speed. Hitting it like Midnight Club in the NOS. Making the lead 45-38.
3rd and what? Forever?
3rd and it doesn't
They
matter.
make the adjustment. Logo goes to quarterback, Bagway goes in motion, and when they do that, what they're doing is they're giving themselves
him more time.
space. They're changing the attack point for the defensive line, and then they lose coverage
Great
on the
block here.
receivers.
Wow.
What
Phenomenal
a great block down the field. And you just see every single Nightcrawler has the type of speed to take it, whether it's 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 80.
They can operate.
I would go to force a 2 points, a 2-score game.
But watch Logo Davis right there in the slot. 3-man line. Here comes the pressure on a drive where he's been sacked twice. Bagway
my
will
goodness.
toss it
The big
over
fella.
to the big man. Number 8.
And that's
Tyree McCants. Oh, jinx. You owe me a drink after the game, my friend, with 6:19 left to go. It's 46-38. We are live here on Caffeine, A7FL.TV. Shout out to the chat. I know you love my shirt and you love my personality, so I'm glad y'all are here.
That offense has to come back out here and score twice to win this game.
And it'll be Logo. He's back in.
And I'll give them a little something. Jit can throw. You're welcome.
First and the opportunity here on the return. That's Trey Robinson returning from deep in his own end zone. Trey Robinson plows through a defender, but is brought down at the 23, first down.
It's an attitude play. It didn't look like he was going to score, but he wanted the sauce. He gives the sauce, and it's first down.
They have to do this twice.
But the usual suspects for the Insomniacs have showed up in today's game.
Very
RTC,
much, very true.
Munchie, David Clark, Scott Hamilton.
Yeah, Scooter, yeah.
Who is going to make the difference in the fourth quarter?
First and
Is it
10. There's a
RTC?
handoff to RTC. Follows his blocks a little bit, gets a gain of about 2.
And Big Oos, I am loving the way that the Insomniacs offensive line is moving. Guys, I am truly impressed at the blocking that is coming from Big Oos and Kenny Mack. Those guys are moving the pile, and every time they get that step or two, RTC is able to get some. But they both have to get it, or else there's nothing going.
I have to give the Insomniacs a ton of credit because as easy as it's been for Tampa to score this 46, the Insomniacs have been working for it, but they have not backed down not 1 second in this game. Here's Scooter.
Blocking by Oos.
Throw, and that's in the dirt,
A little bit
intended
too
for
much
Shufford.
pressure.
You
I'm
were
just
on that
happy to be
50-yard
here.
line with the
Yeah.
chip last night, and now one of these two teams are going to walk out of it in 4:40 and counting.
And let's check out Big Oos and Kenny Mack on the line, and there's RTC.
RTC finds the seam.
Oh, whoa.
And that is a risky play.
Looks like he's stopped before the first down, but what is the penalty?
Looks like Lott Smith. It might be a horse collar.
That's a questionable call.
We'll see what it's on. Might be on the offense.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 9. 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, I can
will be added to the end of the run. First down.
And here he is back in that statue formation, his scooter.
Hamilton throws it to Devin Clark. This one is a shootout. Welcome to history, young men. I love my freaking job.
Wow. And not only does he get the touchdown finally on the deep throw to Devin Clark, it was on Mark Bagway. And Mark Bagway has been him on offense this entire game.
He's exhausted.
And the time on the clock is 4:20 because Devin Clark just blazed down the sideline to make it a 2-point game.
It's 4:20 because Bagway got smoked.
He plays the Mark Bagway Pack faux show here in the desert heat in Arizona. But this is just who Scooter Hamilton is. Give him a little bit of time. He's going to throw a dime.
He saw the break. When you look at that play, he saw the break. And Bagway, just being a little too tired, didn't think he would get called upon. But right now, if you're the Insomniacs, you're going for oh, man.
And they will go for 2.
Yikes. This, ladies and gentlemen, this might be game. There's a good chance this might be game, bro. Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. Hold on.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts, and there's the 2-minute warning. Hamilton to tie the game. Scooter Hamilton. Scooter Hamilton in trouble. He'll throw it. Intercepted.
Wow.
Dead ball play, but with 2 points separating them, Corey Hamm and Rob Fabian. We have the highest scoring A7FL Championship game in history. We are at the century mark.
90,
pardon me. We're at the 90 mark. It has been a very long day, and I'm not good at math.
Matt, there's 4 minutes still left. The Nightcrawlers score quick. The Insomniacs have found something going in the pass game. We might get to 100. We might.
Scooter Hamilton, 10 for 22. 201 yards, 6 touchdowns, has been sacked twice.
And it's Davik Clark, him, who has been the difference maker at the wide receiver position when it's not Munchie.
Oh, that's
and
not
here's
cute,
a 3-on-1. And what's interesting is now because of how valuable Q is on defense, he's not the throw-off guy.
Q's tired, man.
And there will be a throw caught inside the 10. And it's an opportunity for Keese to get something going. And he's brought down at the 35. Another solid game.
Credit the coverage teams.
Pardon me, that was
for both
Flutie on the
teams.
return. Flutie on the return.
Both of these return teams
haven't let up
consistently score.
Yeah, they haven't
found anything. Nothing has been going on that return. The 3-on-1 is really exciting, but it's just as exciting if you're an Insomniacs fan and you're stopping them. Credit Mac on the tackle there.
It is not 15 minutes left. It's 4:15 and counting. The throw off the screen and met at the line. BME Keese taken down by Stevenson at the 40.
Now, Corey, I want to ask you, what do you do here? Do you chew clock? Or do you go for the gusto?
Have the Nightcrawlers ever just chewed clock?
But they have IQ enough to chew clock.
Absolutely. But they also have IQ enough to know that if they score and put pressure, right now they sit at 2. If they score 8, that's 10. If they score 7, that's 9. They can go up 2 scores right now if they score and get the extra point.
Bagway. Pressured by McWilliams. McWilliams will send him over. Bagway in trouble. McWilliams still on the pursuit. Caught near the sideline. And they will get near the initial line of scrimmage, and that's Keese on the catch.
That's a lot of pressure, man. That's a lot of pressure.
Mark Bagway has a lot of yards rushing in this game, but what isn't accounted for is likely the mile that he's run back and forth all over this field, whether it's on defense and coverage, whether it's at quarterback trying to find a seam. His conditioning level is elite, but it's being tested here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 5.
The snap on 3rd and 5. Bagway throws. But he gets eaten up by the turf monster.
Matt, you owe me a drink? Thanks.
Yeah.
But even when Bagway can't affect the game because he's running out of gas maybe in the run aspect, he still finds a wide open receiver, and the defense is scrambling, doing everything they can keeping him from running for 80 yards, but he's able to find a wide open receiver for the first.
How accurate he's been even in situations like that? What do you have to say to that, Corey? How accurate he's been even under pressure like that?
I mean, we saw it 2 weeks ago against the Watchmen. I think he was better then, but he's elite, period.
1st and 10 from the 43. Bagway pursued by McWilliams. McWilliams gets evaded, and there's a catch. Ball comes loose. Ball's out, and it looks like the Insomniacs might have gotten it. And the Insomniacs come up with the ball.
Goodness!
And he walks it off, but there's 2:07 left, and it's a 2-point game, and they're on the wrong side of that equation, Corey.
Wow. Legendary.
All it takes is
and you see the McQuaig family there in the crowd. You see the Insomniac fans.
The previous play is being challenged, but the runner was down by contact before the ball came out.
So this will be challenged by Tampa.
But
we will go to the replay officials.
If they don't get it, it costs a timeout.
The ball was fumbled before the player hit the ground. The ball was recovered by the Insomniacs. Nightcrawlers will be charged a timeout.
This game is so intense. You can see the look on the ref's face. We're sweating up here. We're sweating down there.
Corey, in a game where you quoted Mike Tice, who was sitting next to us, which is surreal as hell anyway. We have seen one of the most surreal games in A7FL history in a playoffs, where we have seen games come down to the 2-yard line, the goal line, and now 2 points and 2:07. Are all that are separating the Insomniacs and the Nightcrawlers.
Because this has been a very offensive game. We're assuming, though, that this is exactly what the Vegas team needs. But with only 2 minutes left, their identity all season has been run. It's up to...
Scan the QR code now for your chance to vote for the A7FL MVP. And they'll be stopped behind the line at the 35.
I don't like that. I don't like that play call.
Well,
that is a 2-minute warning.
What's nice about it does lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And 2-minute warning left to go here in the A7FL Championship. Go to A7FLFantoken.com right now and vote on the MVP. It's going to be a tough decision, and we'll find out after this who's walking out with the chip. It's the A7FL Championship. Under 2 minutes left to go. At the end of this game, no fans will be allowed on the field, but Corey Hammond will be allowed on the field as he presents the A7FL Championship to the winning team. We will be live with you until we crown a champion as we get closer and closer to 10 p.m. Eastern in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. It feels like high noon here in Bullhead City. RTC will take the sweep. RTC will be met, and there's a flag on the play, and it looks like the Insomniacs may get to move up a little bit.
They're going to call hands to the face. They're going to call hands to the face. That's what he's looking for. He's not really looking for the hold, and he's looking for the incidental hands to the face.
Hands to the face. Defense.
Hands to the face.
15-yard penalty.
And that 15-yard penalty gives him the first down.
And I know the chat is going crazy, saying the refs are bailing out. That's going to be rough.
But let's be clear, in the A7FL, there is no European soccer player going to come on and win the game for the Insomniacs. They're going to have to score on a touchdown scoring football play. There's no kicking. There's no extra points. There's none of that soccer stuff. They're going to have to win by punching it through the goal line. And right now, they have about 47 yards to go.
So what happened with the rare breed?
The Nightcrawlers have given up 115 yards on penalties today. Hamilton going to intercepted. Ball comes loose.
My God.
And it's incomplete.
He's down.
They're going to rule it an interception because
That's
he was down.
What am I watching? What game is this?
It's under 2 minutes. Oh, no, it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. He didn't complete the
What?
We just talked about it. This game was so close that it could even be a call.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say because I'm not even sure exactly what happened.
He's down.
No, he was fumbling. He was bobbling it the whole time. Let's look back at the replay because as he was rolling, it was a great
Hold on.
Catch. He's trying to rip it out
on my
right
back,
now.
and now I let it go. I'm on my back. I'm excited I let it go. I have it. That's not secured. What else do you need?
That's the A7FL in the last 5 minutes.
Yes,
is that what you just said, Rob?
Yes, it is.
Play stands as called. Incomplete pass.
And it will stay as an incomplete pass.
Okay.
Well, if the Insomniacs are upset that they didn't get a touchdown, I don't know what they want. They're going to have to earn this win.
Yeah, they got to earn that. That's crazy.
But what I do like is that as close of a call as that was, we
Nightcrawlers
made sure we made the best decision that we could with the information we have. And let's be honest, we may be talking about that call for 10 years if the Insomniacs are able to pull this off.
Yeah, I think we might. Ball doesn't lie, though. Let's find out. Ball doesn't lie.
Hamilton will throw. It's caught. And they will, that's
He does not
Shufford,
get
and
the
they'll
first.
get to the 40, the 37.
You may not be impressed by a 4-yard hook and a 6-yard run after the catch, but they're going to give him a first down because Munchie has been able to make that play over and over again. And not only does he get the first down,
he made the first down marker. The marker was past the 30, was
He
behind
got
the 35.
chipped right before
Rob,
it, but it's
your
okay.
Tampa is
No.
showing.
It might be, but my unbiased is showing too. I like what I'm seeing from the Insomniacs. That offensive line is
Insomniacs not
playing
calling-
We didn't even get to pick these games
No, we
because
didn't.
it's so
We didn't.
crazy in here today. Here's another
They
quick
throw
throw
up the
to him.
screen. David Clark will
Great.
get to the
Why did they do
35.
that?
Tackle from Bagway.
And it will be second down, 2nd and 8.
Tick.
Oh my!
Are they
goodness.
running the clock down to walk it
Hey,
off?
Matt, I don't think
You
I can
gotta
sit
take the
down.
defense-
I can't sit down.
I'm with,
Rob,
I'm
what you
with
gotta
you.
do?
I'm
I
with
can't
you,
sit
Rob.
I can't sit down.
The snap, pumps
Hold on.
fake.
Play.
Hold on.
Hamilton.
Too much time, and he takes off. He's running.
Hamilton
He's
will
running.
take
Oh my
off.
God!
And he
Oh my
gets
God!
yeeted to the sideline.
Oh
and it
my
will
God!
be
I can't
third
sit down
down.
for this.
Tyree McCants
And he
doing
hits him.
his Deontay Henderson impression. Now, the good part of that play is Scooter got out of bounds.
Did he?
But
he fell
in a
inbounds.
play where most human beings are going to get bowled over by the 260-pound quarterback,
I can't sit
Scooter
down.
just got knocked into next year.
Yeah, that might
He's
not
already
bode
playing
well.
fall brawl
I
Vegas
can't.
football
That's
after
terrible.
that hit.
That's
Third
terrible.
and about 4.
The
47
snap.
seconds left.
Hamilton on third down. Throws it deep.
Oh my God!
And he cannot come down with the interception. But what a play, and
I'm
he's
leaving.
down.
I'm leaving. What?
Rob has walked off the concourse.
What in the world is this game?
Scooter goes up. Look at these stats.
Goodness. Look at the stats.
The biggest stat line in a stat line of enormous stat.
3
Look at that 3.
turnovers.
Look at that 3.
And Tampa still has the lead.
Quincy
Can you imagine
Burks.
that?
4th and 4.
This is the highest pressure situation that the Nightcrawlers defense has ever made. And if you told me that the Nightcrawlers had to make a stop on 4th and 4 to win a championship, I wouldn't really believe you because it's been their offense that's been asked. But it's their defense right now that they need.
Hold on.
But it's Scooter and RTC that they're facing.
4th and 4. Season undefeated championship on the line to toss to RTC. RTC! Gets into the end zone! The Insomniacs take the lead with 32 seconds left! Oh my God!
Shades of Moon beating the Immortals. He hurts himself on the biggest run of his season.
God.
They just scored 50 points. They just got the first down. They just got a touchdown, but there's still 35 seconds left in this game.
And that's plenty of time for the Nightcrawlers to sneak one away. But
And it looks like he
the
turned his
momentum
ankle.
shift, back and forth, back and forth. Wow.
These players are giving you, the fans, us, the announcers, everyone in this league.
Watch the
every
replay.
single ounce
Hold
of their
on, watch the
body.
replay.
RTC
Oh my God,
Wilkerson, the
phenomenal
guy who's
blocks.
been talking the
And he gets
most.
caught right about
Standing
here,
up.
right there.
Oh, he
His
got that
calf.
cramp.
It's his calf.
6 form, touchdown RTC.
Jameer G said it in the YouTube chat. Against the hardest defense in the league. Put the team on his back.
Oh my
And like
God.
Derek.
Right now the lead sits at 4, so to keep it, to get it to 6, they need this too. Scooter,
Hamilton
it's got time.
looking to
gotta
make it
give
an
him pressure. They gotta
8-point
give him-
game. He throws, and that's
wow.
incomplete.
And the extra point try.
God, I can't
And
sit
we are
down.
going to
I
stay
can't.
with the action.
right now here with 35 seconds left to go.
Take off my shirt. I'm sweating.
Yes, I wouldn't be happy with it. If you want to vote on who the MVP is, if you think it's RTC Wilkerson, scan the QR code right now or go to A7FLFantoken.com. That's A7FLFantoken.com and vote on who you think the MVP is for absolutely free. If you don't vote for RTC Wilkerson after that play, you are bad at football and possibly bad at life. It is 35 seconds left. 50-46. This is the A7FL Championship, and this is what real football is.
And is that Rico? Oh, God.
The Nightcrawlers promised a return touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Now, caught at the 19.
That's Rico
An
Brown.
opportunity for Rico Brown. Rico Brown spins out. Rico Brown hits the ball. Ball comes loose. Rico Brown gets it back, and he's brought that at the 45.
Oh, my God. Yo!
Rob is running through the mezzanine. He is hitting things because what do you even do when you're watching this game? Other than sit tight.
If you are not texting this link to all of your friends right now, you are a bad friend. Blow up the group chat. Slide into Hinge. Drop them in a Hinge DM right now. Because if they don't love this, you don't love them. First and 10. 35 seconds left. Bagway behind center.
They have to stop Bagway, though. It's all great, but they still have to stop Bagway.
The snap, the throw, caught. Stevenson with the stop.
That tackle is huge because the clock is running. There's 28 seconds and ticking. Nightcrawlers run to the line. They got to get guys off the field.
Uh-oh.
The snap by Bagway. Bagway will throw it across his body, caught and out of play. 12 seconds left.
The composure of Mark Bagway is so elite. We don't need to talk about it because with everything going crazy around him, he rolls out, fires a pass to the sideline, and stops the clock by throwing the perfect pass at the perfect time. There's 12.9 seconds left. They have one timeout, and they absolutely can still win this game.
RTC Wilkerson today, 23 rushes, 167 yards, 1 touchdown.
Hold on now.
Season on the line, 12 seconds, 1 timeout.
Oh, there's a bad mismatch here. There's a bad mismatch here.
He's next to Keese. The snap,
Keese is open.
The throw to Keese, and it's underthrown. Incomplete, the clock will stop. That'll be reset back to 10 seconds.
A lot of room in front of him, Rob.
He did.
And that's a dangerous man
and
to give
also,
room.
half the reason we're yelling is because we're excited.
And it's so loud in here.
We can't hear ourselves think or talk up here. It is blazing hot in the desert.
And we have nothing left to save, just like both of these teams. This is the last game of the season. This is the last 8 seconds of 2023 A7. We're going to give it our all. They're giving it their all. Just sit tight and watch great football.
8 seconds left.
Logo Davis is back on the field.
Logo Davis back on the field with his chance.
Rico Brown,
and he'll get out of play with 6 seconds left.
But flag on the field on the defense. That's not going to help. That's not going to help at all.
Offside on the defense.
Offside.
The penalty is declined.
Oh, I don't want that to be what cost them the game.
Not me
but
neither.
at this point, I don't know. The last 5 minutes has been the most insane 5 minutes that I've ever seen in the A7FL.
5 seconds. Insomniacs need to stop Mark Bagway, Logo Davis, BMA Keese, Rico Brown, and the Nightcrawlers.
Just enjoy the game.
2nd and 5. An undefeated season for either team in the balance. Insomniacs need a stop.
And $25,000 on the line. Here's Davis. Is that
goes to Logo Davis?
Pass?
Logo Davis! And Insomniacs won the A7FL Champions and walking up at home. The West owns the A7FL. What a day!
Insomniacs, wow. Wow. Insomniacs, wow. Scooter, Q, RTC, fellas, you can be nothing but proud. This was well deserved. No one on the planet watching this game will feel like you didn't earn this. This was a hard-earned win. I am nothing but proud of you, even though I doubted your win in this game. Congrats to you guys.
2 seasons ago, Donnie Bunak had a dream. The dream was unfulfilled in year 1.
Before year 2, his life was taken away from him. And now a city has new life. This city has a new champion. And we're not sleeping tonight because the Insomniacs are the kings of the A7FL. When we return here from Bullhead, it will be the trophy presentation of the A7FL Championship. We will be back in a moment. The Insomniacs will lead the way, but this is a new era in the A7FL.
The Las Vegas Insomniacs are them. They're them.
If you are watching the A7FL for the first time, if this is your first time experiencing this type of football, all we ask you to do is give us 5 minutes, like Mike Tomlin said at the start of our season. Right here, right now, in front of thousands, if not millions of people around the world. I'm going to walk backwards because I'm not going to blow out my mic. But to the point, this is the A7FL. These are A7FL champions, the Insomniacs. We will be back with you in March. This is the A7FL, and from the Anderson Automotive Fieldhouse, we say goodnight and congrats to the champs. Sin City runs the A7. We will see you in season 10.
This has been a broadcast of the American Sevens Football League. Like, follow, and share on our Facebook page at A7FL TV.